Hello everybody, welcome to CPL Match of the Week. It's week 9, it's Tuesday, means some games are coming at ya. I'm Neblime, here with me is Cold Warpgates. I better actually show you guys today's matchups. Here you go. Welcome, Cold Warpgates. I say welcome like you're a guest, but that is not at all the case.
Yeah. I'm a pretty regular at this point.
Well, more than a regular, you know, you run the damn thing some of the time, so...
Alright.
So welcome indeed. It's going to be me and Cold Warpgates to this cast. We're looking at some Tier 2 games. If you look at the list down there, we have some exciting names, and I guess we'll just address them one at a time. As I said, it's week 9, the second last week. Technically, people are playing week 10 now, but you know, the casts are a week behind, so this is going to be the second last week of regular season casts. That said, there'll be a gap between then and playoffs, so probably cast some backlog during that time. But yeah, let's just get into those games, Cold Warpgates. It's going to be an interesting set, I reckon.
Yeah, let's do it. I feel like every time you have me on the main show, you pick 4PL, so I'm casting my own team.
I swear every cast I do in general, I pick 4 Pool Lifeguards, so
Hell
you
yeah.
know, that's not really that surprising. Alright, over here in the top right, in the blue, we have just Barisu, and the bottom left in the red, we have FA. It's FA here for 4 Pool Lifeguards, just Barisu here for United Emu Directorate. Does Barisu even need an introduction at this point?
So I feel like he has his own emote on the Discord. I don't think
exactly. Man, why don't we get to the Twitch?
Well, there
Missed
you go.
opportunity. It could make people pay to use it.
So, yeah, but it all just goes to snipe. Just the lines,
yeah, that's
snipe pockets. It doesn't help us at all.
Well, I mean, isn't that the whole purpose of CPL, though, to line snipes pockets?
Right.
Let's be honest. Has been since the very start. Yeah, I was going to say, Barisu, known for nukes and other unorthodox playstyle, generally plays extremely turtly with drops and, like I said, nukes and other stuff. You see APM a bit lower, not as strong mechanically, but nonetheless can be a fearsome opponent for sure, can be difficult to deal with. FA, I have to say, I'm not really remembering any particular style. I know I've casted FA once or twice, but nothing stands out, so that's probably means a good indication that they play fairly standard if I don't really remember anything crazy.
Yeah. I can tell you in ZVP, he really likes to Hydro Bust.
Oh, okay.
I can say that from personal experience.
Cold Warpgate's got the intel here.
Yeah. Now you're on UED as well. I want to know,
Yes.
like, you have like coaching sessions with Barisu where you talk about the best nuke tactics.
Not as such. It goes like this. The true story is like this. Barisu's like, oh, I've been thinking of trying this, and me and like 3 other Tier 0 players are like, well, it doesn't really work because XYZ. And then he comes back like, well, I did it anyway, and 2 of my opponents, screw you guys. That's actually what happened last week, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah, so you can't really control him as a force of nature. That said, he does, you know, pay attention if you want to show him stuff. I've streamed and like kind of describe what I'm doing, and I think he's attentive. It's just that, you know, he has his own way of doing things. As we can see right now, with the double barracks 4 gas coming up on one base here, very unusual already. Even like this weird like semi-wall. Like I said, Barisu tends to play very turtly. I wouldn't be surprised to start seeing tanks and stuff just fortifying his position while he tries to get this harass down. Now, we have a pretty solid looking 2-hatch build from FA. Well, that said, the gas needs to get going. There you go. And you know, I think one of the things that Barisu is going to be most honourable here is a fast muta harass. I think is definitely one of Barisu's weak points. So if FA has a good timing here, I think Barisu's going to have a hard time. And we see already Barisu really slacking on the SVs, but a 3rd barracks coming up. Ooh. I tell you, he has his own way of doing things. So I assume he's going to come across the map with some Marines with this. I mean, if he doesn't, he's really just putting himself super behind. Oh, this poor drone.
Yeah, surely. You get 3 barracks on one base.
Oh, that poor drone. You see how it paused before going up the ramp? It was probably like gathering its courage. Like, no, you'll be fine. You can do it. And then, no, it was not a good decision. Okay, so like I was saying, this layer coming up at pretty good timing, though. Ooh, losing that scouting SCV right away is not ideal, but he did get like 100 damage onto the hatchery. 250 damage. So, when the Marines come, that'll make the critical difference, I trust.
Did Barisu see the lair start?
No, he didn't even go in the main. He was just chilling at the natural, hitting the hatchery. So yeah. No, he did not.
Well, I guess when you're going 3 barracks before gas, like, what are you going to change? Wait,
Yeah.
you spent the whole
I
layer,
mean,
right?
yeah, you're committed, right? But honestly, I'm looking at this and that actually looks kind of scary. I'm thinking, damn, should I try this where you just suddenly attack with like 10 Marines? It kind of looks good, almost. But if you're going to get up here and see, expansion, and see so many Marines, so I assume he's going to make the Sunkens. But that hatchery position, very dubious about that. Okay, here comes the Sunken, though, that will be in range to defend it.
Yeah, this is like a ZVP placement for the hatchery.
Well, if the Marines don't have stim, though, one Sunken in range plus some link sport is kind of going to be enough here. Now, let's say the Academy is on the way. This is going to be like a one-base stim rush, but later and stronger. But that's the thing, if Mutalisks are out, if FA's Mutamicro is good, like, I don't think there's any way this is going to work for Barisu. I mean, well, we'll see. It's a lot of Marines.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I have no idea when Barisu is going to move out. Like, it could honestly be at any time, right? It could be right now. It could, like, wait
That's
for double
why
number
he's
of
so
turns.
powerful. You don't know what he's going to do. He just sent a Marine to his death for no reason, like, you just can't predict him. He's a force of nature. FA in chat saying this and that, well, I'm sorry, but this is your chance, like, if you do something memorable this game, you can be the guy who took down Barisu. So far on track 2, and look, here comes the move out. Honestly, this is actually kind of terrifying, because this is actually earlier than a 2x Academy on 2 base, and it's stronger. Like, look how much stuff he has. 2 Sunkens are not going to be enough. A third one coming up, which is very wise. Now, the thing is, will the Mutas be out on time? It doesn't look like it. Well, 2 Marines on the way. I mean, 2 SCVs on the way, rather. A lot more than 2 Marines. What am I saying? 2 SCVs coming out on the map now. Oh, now, he might be doing something I think I talked about with him, and I didn't know he did it this week as well, but we'll see. We'll see what he does here. I mean, the defenses look barely adequate as long as that Sun can finish in time, which looks like it will. Now, I would have said if Barisu was able to rally a bunch of Marines continuously, maybe he could, like, eventually bust this. But with the Mutas coming out in a minute, well, I say that, but he spent all his minerals on Sunkens. Tim, like I was saying, low-key, this looks kind of good because he's put so much pressure on. The Mutas can't even come out. It even still looks a bit scary whether Zerg can even hold, but unfortunately, the macro falling behind this. If Marines continually rallying, I feel like Barisu might even be able to break this. But look at that, a bunker going out outside the Zerg base right now.
It's a very distant bunker. There's 2 bunkers here. It's gonna be like a very strong contain, I guess, or like are we gonna see like siege tanks show up?
I mean, there's no factory on the way though, and he hardly has the economy. I mean, he's got 18 SCVs, only 2 in gas as well, so siege tanks do not seem like an option right now. And that said, Spire is done. If Mutalisks just fly to Barisu's base, these bunkers are going to be wasted money. He does have a bunker in his mineral line, by the way, not opting for turrets. Bunkers are very good against Mutalisks, but the problem is the lack of coverage here, and how many minerals Barisu is spending. I mean, so far, FA not really, giving Barisu much credit here, which is probably wise. If you just, like, don't react, you just defend your front and you just tech up or whatever, I think you're going to be in a good spot here as Zerg. And so far, like I said, FA not really reacting and looking okay. So turrets coming up as well. What strikes me about Barisu's base is the barracks are not really protected. And again, his economy is very weak, so even if the Mutalisks do nothing, it doesn't necessarily matter. Turrets going up near these bunkers here, I mean, I suppose you do need the range as well as the bunkers themselves, and this will be an unbreakable position for Mutalisks, but does it really matter? I mean, I suppose if Barisu stays home and, like, just techs up himself on one base and maintains his position, if FA doesn't get swarmed quickly, maybe he can just choke him out. Because honestly, 1 base Terran versus 2 base Zerg, it's not good for Terran, but you can definitely kind of like fight toe to toe, and if you just eventually hold this position and expand yourself and Zerg hasn't broken out, maybe. Okay, look at these Mutalisks. They need to not take this fight. Yeah, no, there's no way to break that position. The bunker's actually really good against Mutalisks.
So, do you think FA could like safely commit these Mutas to trying to harass the Terran base, or should they stay at home?
Well, it's a bit dicey, but I think 4 Sunkens is just enough here, and rip that Overlord, yeah.
Yeah.
I think 4 Sunkens is enough, and certainly going for a 5th one. I think it's pretty much enough. Again, if Barisu's macro was on point behind this, and he'd rallied, look how much stuff he had in his main. If all that stuff in the main was at the natural right now, I would say absolutely you do not want to commit. Like, if I was playing this game as Barisu, and I had all that stuff in the main at the Zerg natural, and I saw the Mutas in my main, I would instantly attack. But as it stands, he is able to come and harass here. Now, Barisu's defense has definitely looked strong enough, but the problem is he can pick apart the weak spots, but oh my god, a lot of damage going down these Mutalisks.
Oh man, the bunker, like you said, is just really good. Like,
yeah, they're actually insanely good against Mutalisks. It's just that, you got to put your Marines in there, and they take a lot of space, and
right.
they have downsides, but as far as the killing the Mutalisk part goes, they're actually surprisingly good at it. Now, it remains to be seen what Brisu's future plan is. Again, no factory coming up here. But that said, Zerg's still just committing to Mutalisks here. And not taking up on us. Like I was saying, I think the main problem is going to be... Oh, okay, there's Brisu's plan, of course, in the top left.
That's top left, the hidden base.
Of course. If Zerg doesn't tech Hive quickly, this contain might actually be an issue. Because as far as I can see, the only real way to break out of this is Dark Swarm. Okay, these Mutas coming in here again. Now, it's not that many Mutalisks. If Brisu's micro is good, he could definitely ward this off. But if FO's micro is really good, you can kind of fight this bio. Uh-oh. Ooh, nice pick off. It's kind of weird because Barisu's put himself in this situation where it's like, oh no, I'm on one base and Mutas are attacking me, but he's kind of playing that situation well. Oh man, he's saved this depot. Come on. No, save the depot. No, these Mutas just sitting here waiting to be picked off. What a waste. Unfortunate. Wow, I mean, Barisu wasn't even microing that, but FA not really clustered. This Overlord, unfortunately, in the control all the way over here. If Barisu just moves out, he could definitely kill that Overlord. Now, FA with the strong defenses here, a lot more Mutalisks have been made. It almost looks like FA's going for a 2-hatch Mut all in, but he has 3 hatches and he has a Hydra Dane. He's teching Lurker now, so he's really committed hard to these Mutalisks. Oh, there's the factory.
We do have a much bigger flock of Mutas hidden in here. Still, like, there's just so many Marines on the ground in the main base.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's all ripped that Overlord. Yeah, I think Barisu should be able to defend this. Oh, there's none in that bunker, which is very unfortunate. Even if you just have one in there, it makes a lot of difference. There you go. And, like, this is the problem, though. This barracks area is not well defended. If FA can just keep picking away like this, you can kind of have a decent engagement against the Vio. Okay, but Barisu, so far, honestly, he's holding off pretty well. You know, I want to steal a metaphor from Tasteless here. In one particular game, Leader pretended he was building a command center as natural. It was actually an eBay, and he was going like 2-port Wraith, but it failed abysmally. And Tasteless said he's like locked himself underwater, you know, with padlocks on him and stuff, so convinced he's Houdini, but then he just died. I feel like this is what Barisu has done, except he's kind of pulling it off so far. Like, he's put himself in this really terrible situation where he has to go for this hidden base, and he's kind of just like defending on one base, but at the same time, if Zerg doesn't find a way to get out of this, it's going to be very bad for them. Now, I do think Barisu needs to reinforce, especially that tank out. Once he has the tank, he can start putting pressure, because look how many lurkers are being made. These 2 bunkers probably not going to be quite enough for that. Yeah,
like, at this point, there is more bio in the main of Terry than there is at this contain.
Yeah, he needs to get out there to his contain. I mean, I'm not sure what he's waiting for with this tank up. It's kind of tragic, because this strategy, offbeat as is, looks like it could work here, but he needs to get this army across, and I don't think he will, because they're just sitting on their ass at the moment. A lot of Lings popping too. I mean, with a 3rd bunker, maybe if he stims, I don't know, I think Zerg should be able to break it. And again, I'm not sure what Terran's waiting for here.
Can lurkers get out of this SimCity?
I think they can all go on the south if that Ling moves.
Yeah.
Does he want to, though? Because he's also kind of sitting on his ass. One of these players needs to make the move. Okay, here he comes. Those are slow Lings. Not a good start to this attack. The Lurker's getting all bunched up. The bunkers are ready. The turret's ready for detection as well. Does he have Marine range? He does. No stim on the bunker units, but honestly, this is going pretty well for Terran so far. Oh, an absolute slaughter. Even repairing the medic, repairing SCV, healing it. Oh my god, what a disaster for Zerg.
Oh yeah, it's SimCity, man. It's so hard for all the lurkers to get out at the same time. It's really off like that. Oh man.
This is so the thing. Barisu's kind of put the onus on Zerg to figure out how to like have a good engage here, because all Barisu did was like repaired his bunker. He didn't actually have to do anything there. He didn't even stim the Marines in the bunkers, which by the way is super strong. And this is the problem for Zerg. It seemed like everything was in Zerg's favor, but Barisu does have this hidden base, and now it's like, okay, your Queen's Nest has only just started. Are you really getting out of here before Barisu brings these tanks across? And if you don't, like, you're pretty screwed, I think. Because even though Swarm can sort of fight that, the thing is, if Terran is all the way at your natural, you're only on 2 base, and you're trying to swarm forward, I think as long as Terran pulls back, continually micros, you will not get out. Oh, but the Mutas find the hidden base. That's pretty
cool. Here we go.
This is the problem with this strategy, is that I can't really defend this. It does pull the SCVs away immediately. I mean, I'd love to see Barisu just take his natural at this point, because he's going to have a Radiate, so he'd be able to defend. Oh, some Hydras running into the Marines as well. Man. Again, I just really want to see Barisu reinforce. I feel like all Barisu needs to do to secure the win is just bring this tank up and start attacking.
Yeah, I think we'll eventually chip through all that Zerg. Defense.
What is that upgrade? Is that medic energy? It is medic energy.
Yeah.
What's it even called? Caduceus reactor? I don't... There you go. Rarely seen.
Well,
Lightstorm says Neblime to reinforce, leaving his base exposed. I guess so. Neblime confirmed tier 3. Lightstorm says get Defile as you mean. Yes, but that's the reason I kept saying if his hive isn't quick, he's gonna have trouble. Now the hive is almost done. Again, Barisi's so much at home. So what?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the quick 14-minute 2-base hive. You know, standard after the the 3 bunker contain.
Yeah.
So Abrasive still has like the tech from being on 2 gas, but I'm pretty sure 1 base cannot support 2.
Oh yeah, he's gonna run out of gas real fast.
Yeah,
like I said, I would love to see. Okay, there's that natural. Greater Spire coming up, and you know this is gonna be pretty difficult for Barisa to deal with. Once again, not moving the army down. Man, if these mutas come and cancel the CC, it's going to be huge. And also so unnecessary, because look at all this bio just sitting here. And look, it's going to happen, man. Oh, get the units down there.
Abrasive doesn't even move.
Well, he's just going to rely on a radiate only here, but you kind of need them when he's backed it up. But, oh, he did cancel. I was going to say, it didn't die, did it?
Oh, trying to split. Trying to split.
Okay, that's pretty good damage. Honestly, like, though, he could have just held that with the Marines he had. I feel like he didn't even need to radiate there. I mean, he doesn't know the Greater Spire is coming, but if you know that, you want to save the energy, because there's going to be a lot of Guardians coming out. Now, that said, Zerg on 2 base doesn't actually have that much gas for that, though. So, I kind of question, especially with 5 more muses on the way, is Zerg really going to be able to make enough Guardians to make this worth it? The bunker's still getting their kills. Gosh.
Yeah, God, this is what happens to me all the time as Protoss. Like, I'm being contained, and like I just don't hit hold position or something, or like the new zealots that get rallied out, they aren't on hold position, so they just wander out and die.
The Guardians are for the contain. Well, this will actually work. I mean, that said, looking at this, he has enough of an army here. If he brought it all out, I think he could do the job, but nonetheless, that's going to work. Again, Barisa with this massive army at home. If Barisa had everything here, and he was just like irradiating these Guardians as they come, I think he would still be fine here, but as it stands, he is just sitting home. And I know I've said it several times, but again, like I'm looking at Barisi's army, it looks formidable, it's just out of position. Now that said, it's not like the bunkers haven't got their money's worth, but again, Barisi's put himself in this really terrible position, kind of his own volition, and now he's going to lose it. Yeah, okay, he does unload and presumably going to head home, which is probably the right move here. Man, turrets getting hits on Guardians, the Guardians are almost as dumb as Dragons.
Well, so the Guardians have broken Ife out of this contain, but they're so slow. It's going to be a long time before they can actually attack Terran, and we do have like a decent amount of vessels.
Wow, this vessel just came all the way across the map just to do that.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Ready's a little group of Guardians here.
Worth it if he doesn't lose it. Scourge are probably going to come up at some point though, seeing this. Interestingly, Zerg getting +1 missile here. Presumably going to be sticking with Hydras, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. Oh my gosh, almost vaporized another Guardian there. Again, why are we getting in Barisi's main?
Yeah, Barisa just does not want to leave the main anymore.
I mean, that's how these games tend to go.
Backstab by mutas, yeah.
As you might expect, if you don't move out from your main, you tend not to win games though, which does happen frequently. Now, this bunker able to crush any Mutalisk, especially with a radiate available. We just need to save that vessel though. Can't be losing that. Nice radiate goes down. Ooh. Okay, well, Barisu fighting with one hand behind his back right now. Half the army in the main. Moves out like another finger or two. A lot of Guardians being made. There are vessels for them. In fact, Barisu has enough vessels to deal with this for sure, as long as he puts the irradiates down, which I assume he will do. Yeah, there you go. He even sees it with the barracks, so I guess he decides he doesn't need that barracks anymore. And I don't know.
That irradiate is going to get 2 Guardians because of the cocoons being so closely stacked.
Yeah. Oh, it hatches and heals itself though.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I don't think it really matters though, because Barisu can irradiate every Guardian, and they can't really do much. Yeah, he's just going to.
There's no workers here.
Yeah, I mean, these Marines alone, as long as the Guardians are dealt with, which they certainly will be, these Marines alone can take this, and maybe on the counter-attack, Barisu can get something done here. I mean, with some D-Matrix, you can bust those Sunkens. What are the upgrades at? Terran at 2-1, actually. Well, Zerg at +1 Carapace, +1 Missile. Okay, does lose some Marines there, but now the Guardian's cleaned up. That's a lot of Zerg's gas investment. That said, Terran has lost a lot of the bio, and having floated and lost 1 barracks, the production is very low here, but I'd still like to see Terran move out. I feel like this is the best opportunity to counterattack with this vessel count. Well, more units being sent to the meat grinder. Well, it's more like... Wait, Barisu lifts the CC? I assume a mistake? Okay, there you go. He's putting the comsat down.
Yeah.
Plenty of energy on these vessels.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I feel like FA doesn't have to attack right now, right?
Yeah,
like,
Barisu does. That's the thing, and Barisu is not.
Yeah.
I know Barisu must feel like he's under the pump here with all these units coming. But, like, really, he has the superior army. Especially if you realise there's 8 Marines chilling in the bunkers in here, as well as, like, another 7 just standing there. If Barisu just musters his forces, attacks all together, he can crush this. Especially with these vessels just ready and everything. But here comes another bunker, and this is the problem. Barisu gets in a defensive mentality quite often. And you can see from this point, if he doesn't move out, there's not much that he's going to be able to do here. Because Zerg's kind of getting up to 4 bases, has the hive tech. As soon as they choose to use Dark Swarm, they'll be able to get into this base. And look at the money difference, by the way. Zerg really on a shoestring budget right now, while Barisu's just banking up the minerals.
Yeah, both players have kind of been stuck in this low economy situation all game. It's definitely starting to show here as they're having trouble replenishing these losses from these fights.
Well, you know, theoretically, if Zerg never actually attacks in, just chills near the base the whole game, Terran can win with vessels in like a 10-hour game. It could happen. And
slowly nuke them all over.
He's being diligent about irradiating every single thing over time. Well, that one's getting hit by a tank anyway. And honestly, getting a lot of value here. Again, this is how games with Barisu tend to go. He's in a terrible position economically, but just gets insane value, and it's kind of like, like Barisu shouldn't win, but you start questioning it. You're kind of like, what is going on? Like, so much has died here. And I think Barisu's only lost like 6 or 7 Marines this whole attack. Oh my god.
Yeah, when these Hydras get baited into these high-ground siege tanks, it's a very rough trade for Zerg.
Now, Zerg has been diligent double expanding here, not just resting with 1, so I like that. And Zerg, even with these terrible losses, I think should still be able to pull ahead here. The question is, can Barisu make an attack before then? Oh my god. These vessels...
The final amount is coming, but in the meantime, Terran's still going to have a easy time cleaning up these little attacks.
Yeah, I mean, what does Zerg actually have right now? Zerg has like 4 Hydras and a Lurker, and Lings don't even count. I mean... Terran's upgrades are good, like I mentioned. And Zerg's gas bank has some, but not much. Finally, Consumer's on the way. So scans go down. Okay, sees that base.
Okay, what do you think Barisu is waiting for to
Good
move out?
question.
Like, trying to hit a supply count? Like, trying to hit certain tech? Trying to hit upgrades?
Know.
Like,
I don't know. Look, to be honest with you, I'm not sure if he would ever move out. Like, knowing Barisu, he's probably just going to sit here and eventually get a dropship. I mean, I don't want to turn this cast into an anti-climax, but okay, well, hang on, here we go. He moves 1 inch forward. Exciting stuff here at CPL. He takes out those Lings. I mean, that tank needs to siege up. Oh my god, that tank going to take on the whole Zerg army by itself. Okay, no, it changed his mind. Maybe he just wants to inch out with tanks like this. Honestly, you can take the mineral only. It's not bad for Terran, because it's quite a defensible position. And he is marshalling the forces. Maybe he's planning to move out here. Okay, well, some tanks getting some shots.
very, very slowly crawling out of the natural, trying to pick up into the tanks.
I guess the answer to your
Continuing
question
to do a good job
is...
of radiate. Yeah.
I guess the answer to your question is he was moving out the whole time. What do you mean? It's just very slow. I mean, look at all these Lings, but that is like almost a pure Ling army. That is not going to fare well as long as Barisu just stims his Marines. And +3 is going to be done before +2 Carapace here, so Terran with a great upgrade lead. But here comes the Defiler.
There we go.
There's a few tanks. I mean, as long as Barisu gets the irradiates, but the vessel's kind of slacking right now. Okay, nice stim forward. Might be just in the nick of time. No swarm going down. He's melting a lot of these Lings. Looks like Barisu getting the engage he needs here. Needs to go forward and irradiate those Defilers, though. Okay, here come the vessels. He sees the Defiler. Where's the irradiate, or at least the tank focus fire? There goes the swarm. Barisu needs to pull these bio back. Instead, he goes forward. No, he needs to get that bio out of the swarm, taking huge losses right now. Uh-oh.
Oh my god, these Lings. Like, I thought that Dark Swarm was going to be like too late, but...
Well, there was one
good.
fire bat, so kind of didn't matter. He lost a lot of Marines, but he still stands victorious here. The tank's doing good damage, and that one fire bat killing the rest. Although it only has 2 kills, so I guess the tanks actually did most of it. My bad. I'm sure the fire bat helped. So yeah, Barisu still stands to the winner of that fight. God, this has been a slaughter for Zerg, and they're still winning the game, I think. A swarm.
The last defiler has been
the worst
irradiated here. Yeah.
Oh, vessel. Oh, it's dead. Nice. Finally, Scourge coming out to deal with these. A lot more Scourge on the way as well. Now here comes Barisu moving across, but again, not bringing his whole army, bringing just a handful of bio and all the vessels. Well, not all of us, most of the vessels. If he bought all the tanks as well, this would be a pretty scary push, but it still might work. I mean, what does Zerg really have? He has 3 Sunkens and a Lurker to defend here. These vessels kind of just chilling in some random location though. And honestly, leaving the tanks home, at least Barisu's kind of unbreakable to counterattacks. You need a lot of stuff under Swarm to break that. And Terran's +3 is actually done, so this is a great timing here. Again, he needs to get the army together though. It's all just getting spread out everywhere. And he can't bust this with this tiny little force. Maybe this Sunken he can, but it'd be pretty dicey going up that ramp. Oh my god, irradiate, there's drones gone. Ah, he's not going to do it. Okay, the bio getting together now. Barisu going to be able to push forward some more. One vessel heading down here. I'm not really sure what's doing there. Again, these little tiny forces can't go up there on their own. Oh, Plague! Oh my god, Plague's every vessel.
Huge Plague.
Absolutely massive by FA there. Now, if we can get a Mutalisk out and take these vessels out. Oh, he irradiates his own Marine by mistake and just nukes his Plague Marines. What indeed? That was brutal. I like how it's just like instant death. So yeah, this force is going to be cleaned up by the looks of it.
Oh, we got the Nyoken raid.
Oh, nice! Welcome everyone to Coach-Pupil League. This is Season 9. Oh, hang on, I better keep casting this game before I welcome people because stuff's happening. These vessels in a lot of trouble.
Oh my god, the Scourge!
Ooh, well, I mean, they're kind of wasteful there, but anyway, this is still a huge win for Zerg. And honestly, Barisu, this is Barisu's only chance because now Zerg is able to drone up so much on all these bases. So much economy. He's got all the tech he needs. The Ultras will be coming out. I don't think Barisu is going to hold out next time the Zerg's coming. These tanks still just kind of chilling as well. I expect we'll see like a big Ultras attack to end this game. So now that I've, you know, predicted absolutely everything and there's no way I'll possibly be wrong. Welcome to the stream, everyone who just joined with the raid. This is Coach-Pupil League, the league where, you know, we unite lower level players with coaches to learn. So this is tier 2 games, which is about what, like 1500 and lower, would you say? Co-op games, is that right?
I think so. Yeah, it's something like 1300 to 1500.
Yeah.
Somewhere there's a document.
Did you see that plagued vessel save? That was actually pretty great.
Yeah.
So you know, I just want to warn people if they're coming from like Noak and I don't know what he was casting or playing, they expect the world of these players. You know, they're still learning. But yeah, I'm Neblime. This is called Warpgates, and we're going to be casting a bunch of tier 2 games today between the 2 teams: United Emu Directorate, my proud team, and Pool Lifeguards, which FA the Zerg here is playing for. Did I hear an irradiate? Did I hear an irradiate? Wait, why is this vessel here? Not sure if irradiating Lings is your best strategy. Oh,
well,
nice.
Meanwhile, at the 3 o'clock, there's a bunch of Lings blocking the 4th base from Barisu trying to land here.
Honestly, it's probably for the best that Barisu doesn't land because I feel like Zerg would just roll in and clean it up at some later point.
Yeah.
Although that said, I don't think Zerg has... Well, I mean, sorry, I don't think Terran has many options here. Here comes the attack. Now the Defiler to get taken out. Barisu's army, once again, kind of just sitting back, especially all these tanks. If you had all these tanks up here right now, I'd say it's a pretty unbreakable position, but if only 2 and a little handful of bio, I think Zerg's going to be able to crush through, and all these idle Terran units is going to watch as this 3rd base gets destroyed. That said, he wasn't mining there, so it doesn't really matter that much. Lift! Okay, good. Well, Barisu might still reclaim this. The game might go on, but I just don't know. Zerg has done a good job taking more bases here. Nice irradiates going down. Yeah, all these Ultras are going to get absolutely destroyed. I think Zerg's still only on +2 carapace. No, he's on +3. Okay. So, going to be pretty good against that bio.
Meanwhile, Barisu does clear out the 3 o'clock. Ooh, Scourge getting more vessels.
Yeah, I feel like at this point it's only a matter of time. I mean, Barisu trying to secure this location, but I don't think there's any way he's holds onto it if Zerg makes a determined attack. And I mean, again, he's not using his whole army here, so it doesn't really even matter what he has. Zerg taking this 5th. Needs to drone it up, though. I'd like to see Zerg take even another base. But we can see it's still a big bank here, so macro definitely a factor for both players. Okay, Civi's transferring. Looks like the 3 o'clock is his base of choice. Again, if Zerg makes a determined effort to attack this, though, I don't think there's any way Terran can hold it, but it looks like Zerg really focusing on this natural to mineral-only area. Okay, Civi's mining away there. It's a lot of Lings, but Lings alone are not going to do this, especially with Barisu making almost only Firebats at this point. I want to see these things attack in and get absolutely melted. I want to see it, warpgates.
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, what is the downside to going all fire bats in this situation? Is this like the Zerg baits you by going?
Well, they're only good against
like...
slings. That's the downside. They're not good against anything except Zerglings. That's the kind of downside to fire bats in any situation. I think Blizzard just added them for one thing and one thing only.
Yeah.
They're good against workers, I guess. Wait, when did Brisu irradiate that Overlord?
He's been doing that a few times in this game.
Yeah, he doesn't really have enough vessels to be radiating pointless stuff like that. I mean, the macro is still just really dropping off. Another bunker coming. Well, it seems like FA doesn't really know how to attack into this. Okay, no, here comes the Defiler. I mean, I don't know. Again, with this many fire bats, is Swarm even the answer here? If he manages to plague all of them, that'd be huge. Does he have Metasynaptic Node? He does. Okay, Vessel's still looking for something here. Oh, that's a lot of Ultras, though. This might be the end. Look at this Zerg force. Well, is that a scouting Ultralisk, or is that just a misrally?
Right. Yeah, looks like it might be a misrally.
He gets in! Look at him go! Oh my god, Brisu is so much just sitting in the main. He needs to get his army to the front line. I'm going to tell him after this game, after this cast, like, if he just gets his army together, he'd be looking strong. Okay, looks like Zerg's going to find this base, and there's sort of a defense at the bottom ramp, but none at the top. Just running in, right-clicking on the command center. Although Stimarine's probably going to be able to save that. It's a little bit of repair. Yeah, Brisu not over-repairing. He's like, I only need 4 SCVs, no stress. Not even giving the Zerg the respect, really. So they're going to save that, but look how many Ultras there are. If they just head over there, they could stop this pretty quick. Oh man, looks like FA's going to try the Lings round 2, right-clicking on the command center.
Oh my god, fire bats. So much damage.
Oh my god. Look at these Ultralists just waiting to be deployed. Now the shoe's on the other foot. Both players with this formidable force, they're refusing to deploy. Okay, here they come, and I think that's going to be more than enough to crush this base. Yeah, and again, are they even going to fight the stuff, or are they just going to right-click on the command center? What are we watching? What are these Ultras doing?
There you go.
Finally starting to fight. And yeah, Brisu realizes he's going to die, just pulls the SCVs away, and like, well, he's hardly mining anyway. Again, the worker count really low. This is a consistent problem with Brisu. SCV count extremely low.
Well,
gets popped.
Despite all of the Ultras being irradiated, Brisu still has to leave this base behind here.
Yes. Well, and more broadly speaking, Brisu still has to leave his base at some point if he wants to try and win this game. I called it, man. Here are the dropships. Brisu just not a person who wants to leave 2 bases. He's just going to try and win with drops, but this is not going to be possible. The number of bases the Zerg has, and honestly, I think as soon as Zerg gets their ass into gear and does a big attack with Swarm, they will break this. Or at least push him back from the natural. That's all they have to do.
I mean, and look at the natural, like, these are the only minerals left for Terran to mine right now. Like, it's kind of wild that there's still this many resources in the natural.
Well, that's
31 minutes into the game.
That's the thing. If you don't make many workers, you mine out super slow, and Brisu really not very good at worker production in the early game. But, I mean, as we can see, he's not in a good position in this game at all. Oh, already has a Defiler. Every time he irradiates a Defiler, he's buying himself like 10 more seconds of life in the game, and if you just keep doing it forever, well, let's see.
Yeah, I mean, the irradiates have just been endless in this game. Like, there's that many vessels, but Brisu's just super active with them constantly.
Okay, is there any universe... Oh my god, that's a lot of Scourge, though. I don't think these vessels are going to last that much longer. Is there any universe in which Brisu goes and, like, Doom drops the Zerg main and somehow wins this game?
I feel like at this point, Brisu can't kill Zerg, but he could maybe convince Zerg to leave. Like,
right.
By tilting them.
That's the only possibility. Yeah, if Zerg does, like, the biggest attack... Oh my god, that's CC.
I'm scared of the CC.
Well, you know, it's not like Brisu's ever going to use that, and that's a lot of gas down for the Zerg, so you know what? But yeah, you're right. If Brisu can just fend off some, like, huge attack and, like, kills all the Zerg's tech, maybe Zerg would leave, but I don't know. I think FA's stronger than that. I think he's brave enough to stay in this game. Now, these drops are on the way. Killing outlying bases would be fine, too, and it looks like he's going to try and do that. Now, this Ultralist does see it. Does Zerg notice it, though? I don't think he will. Oh! Well, he moved that Ultra, but I don't know if that means he actually saw it. No reaction so far, and he's going to take out this base by the looks of it. But, I mean, okay. Is the attack going to start? Look how much Zerg stuff is here! Ooh, this is a vessel, too. You don't want to be doing that. Honestly, in this situation, I would like to see Brisu make more tanks. Because all he's doing is trying to desperately defend. Oh my god, you don't want Ultras to pop on your drop. That's the worst thing that could have been in those eggs. Single Scourge coming. Oh, here we go. No, this is over.
Oh, here, I'll the Scourge.
Oh. Well, that was wasteful.
Try the best.
Yeah, no, he's going to get it.
There you
Okay.
go.
So, yeah,
Mix it up.
even though he killed all those drones, ultimately it's nowhere near worth it for Barisu when he's about to run out of money. And he's just playing, like, tower defense here.
All the lanes were misclicked on the extractor at the base where the 3 was.
An extra kill for Barisu.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright, I have a very in-depth strategic question. What is your favorite death sound in the game?
I mean,
when a unit dies.
I feel like a traitor, but I have to say Vessels. You know, when
Yeah,
I'm
I was
playing,
gonna say Vessels are very satisfying.
when I'm playing, like, I hate to hear it, you know, because I'm like, oh, my Vessels are getting scourged, but I got to admit, it's pretty good. It's pretty great. What about medics or ghosts? Actually, honestly, all the Terran ones have the best death sounds.
Yeah.
I like medics. They're like, you know, I don't know if that's a good way to say it. You know what, Ultras though? Okay, come on, warpgates. I just realized this is a dumb question because all the death sounds are great. What unit has a bad death sound?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Hellgate DK saying Brisu's ready for the long war. That's right. Barisu is committed. You know, if the situations were reversed and we're talking about someone convincing Barisu to leave, that is impossible. Barisu has high morale. That is certainly true. But if all his buildings get destroyed, he may be forced to leave this game. More Scourge going on this barracks.
Annihilating that barracks.
Oh, irradiate those Scourge. Irradiate those Scourge. No, don't go in there.
Oh my god.
Okay, I guess he's going to survive. Oh my god, here we go. I don't know about this.
Oh, the Marines plays perfectly to kill all the Scourge.
Of course, keeping him in the main was justified all along. I think Parisi's looking for Defilers here, but there just aren't any. Wow. Well, for a game where one player is just on 2 bases waiting to die, this is still action-packed, I have to say. Oh, come on. Don't just sit there! What's going on? I had to say that, and then, you know, both players immediately stop microing their units at all. This is my fault.
APM just pull them instead of 0.
Okay, well, look at this situation right now. The Defilers just underneath the vessel, the Scourge just sitting there. I suppose this vessel came out and is like, guys, I just want to negotiate. Ah, JK, I'm irradiating you. Oh, get some damage. Marine's still holding here. Well, he does have 2 living Defilers. If he just gets the Swarm down, that's all it's going to take. Like Swarm, 2 Dark Swarms is enough to end this game. Don't undersell it. Okay, that Dark Swarm not going to do anything in particular.
We got 1.
Oh, Vessel's going to fall, though. Still a Defiler alive. Here we go, the Ultralisk coming in. I mean, does he even need Dark Swarm at this point? He has so much stuff. I mean, it looks like he's hardly going to use it. He's going to take out that empty bunker with it. The Fire Bats in the bunker are actually kind of perfect. This one's empty, I think? Oh, no, it does have a Fire Bat. Oh, no, it has 4 Fire Bats. My bad. Again, Barisu needs more tanks to really stop these Ultras, though. I mean, that's it. Zerg doesn't seem to have that many somehow. How is Zerg's gas so low? Here we go, the Swarm coming in.
I think that there's just not that much gas being mined, like, despite all of these bases being up. There's like several of them that just have extractors and no workers in them.
Well, SCV's trying to save that bunker, fighting under Dog Swarm, probably not a recipe for success. The tanks finally move up. The vessels during this fight not doing much, when they really could be very helpful, but the tanks are doing the damage. I mean, I think Barisu survives this wave. I mean, look at that.
Alright, I think FA should just go Mass Queen, get like 1 spawn
Honestly,
breathing for each Terran unit in the game.
Queens are absolutely good in this situation just to kill the tanks, even if they immediately get irradiated. I mean, Terran can't be taking that trade. Man, where's Zerg's army? Was that actually everything he had? Now, these Marines can't fight this. They're going to have to retreat again real quick. Oh, looks like they're going to try. I don't know about this. These Ultras will probably clean them up. Well, tanks doing their work. Okay, retreats into range of the tanks. The tanks will splash that very easily. This barrack's still down here near the 6 o'clock, just living its life. I'm looking at Zerg's gas mining. I mean, he's mining from all of them except the bottom right, though. I still don't understand how he has so many minerals, so little gas at this point. It's not like he didn't make a ton of lings. Like I said, Barisu's morale is high. He's not going to leave just because he's mined out. You know, you got to earn that win when you're playing against him.
Right. Yeah. The Barisu is like, well, my loss condition is you kill all my buildings, so I'm not going to leave them so you do this.
That's right. Kimura says remake entire army and lurkers. I mean, it seems attractive, Kimura, but what if you try and attack in and they actually get slaughtered? Then it's actually not good. Lurkers can have trouble attacking into this kind of position. Well, Barisu's still thinking he can take this 3 o'clock. I mean, honestly, if you kind of inch up with tanks, maybe try and take this Mineral only, but this 3 o'clock is way too optimistic. Actually, just retreats immediately. Maybe he realizes he can't actually do this. Just baiting the Zerg in. 1 unit at a time. He'll deal with all the minerals on this map, Zerg mines, 1 unit at a time. Man, I want to see the units killed after this game.
Oh yeah, seriously, got 100 for both players at this point.
Here come the vessels for the Defilers again. Where are the Scourge? All the Scourge have been eliminated. There's like 50 Scourge he made, all gone. And now he's going to radiate all the Defilers again. Oh my god.
This is the game that never ends.
Oh my god. No, FA's never getting in here, man. Okay, I know like vessels are good against Guardians, but if he had enough Guardians, he was coming from like the entire angle. I don't think Terran could stop it. Again, these vessels just kind of standing here with impunity. Where are the Scourge at? The thing is, it looks like, if you're looking like my screen like this, it looks kind of breakable. Then you realize there's all this stuff in here as well. So, like, Zerg really needs a lot. And like you said... Yeah, sorry, you go.
Yeah, just like, something with error is going to be the only way to efficiently break this defense.
Well, like I say, Queens are a good option, because you just start sniping tanks, Terran can't really do anything about it. Nah, this is not the way to do it. Oh my god. Well, I don't know the outcome of this game. What if FA does just, like, you know, lose morale and leave? I don't know, because he's having a real hard time getting in here. Well, Vessel's out here again. Does not irradiate the Defiler. You're gonna need to get out there and deal with those. God, this is like the campaign. The Terran just has to hold out.
Yeah. This is a hold on for what, for like 1 hour? And
yeah. Well, we're up to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And you know, Zerg starts with the entire map. Seems about right. Oh my gosh, man! If only you got vessels in the early campaign in Brood War. I'm not in Brood War, in the original. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Good lord. How many kills do some of these vessels have? We've got 10 kills. Okay, only 1 on that one. Well, it seems like 10 is the most, actually, because a lot of them probably got killed by Scourge, unfortunately. Still getting the value. Here's the thing, though. He keeps radiating Defilers, which makes sense because he's keeping himself alive, but gas is the limitless resource Zerg has. It's just a matter of time till he mines it all.
Well, we're getting another layer in the top left.
I guess just in case of drops. Because realistically, the only way FA could possibly lose is if somehow drops take out everything, but I mean, even then. There are no upgrades on these tanks, are there? That's unfortunate. Wait a minute, 31 kills? 14 kills? 30 kills? 36 kills? The tanks! They have so many kills.
Oh my god. And several of those are ultras.
Impossible defenses. Let's tell me that's basically what this is. Oh my god. I'm actually starting to doubt who's even going to win this, because, I mean, it seems like FA is only capable of macroing a certain degree, and Barisu's kind of just keeping up with irradiating everything that comes out. Does he actually have the mental strength to take this? I mean, again, this army kind of looks big enough, though, but then you realize how much stuff is in the main. Or already at the Defiler, go on. I guess an Overlord? Why an Overlord?
It overly it picked up some legs, and then it immediately got irradiated.
Yeah, he drops them, but they just get killed by the irradiated anyway. That's so sad.
Oh my god.
They're safe inside the Overlord, but not outside?
No, the Overlord, like, it flew right over a Defiler. It reduced to 4 HP. That's amazing.
Well, now Bruce is going to get it anyway. You think that Defiler had any chance of survival? Don't lie. No. Tries to swarm, but there's no safety from Radiate. Honestly, just having a bunch of Mutalisks to deal with these vessels would help as well. Scourge are needed badly. Barisu's got nothing else to do. He's just sitting here macroing his vessels while FA has to macro an entire map. So, I mean, Barisu seems to have the advantage right now in this. My god. You know, even if Barisu does lose this game, just think of, like, the fatigue his opponent must be suffering. Like, because when you're winning, it's stressful. You're like, am I going to, like, screw this up? Like, I have to try and win here. And he's just really putting the hurt with these vessels. Oh, there's a Defiler over there. Oh my god, Ultra's coming in, piecemeal, getting annihilated.
Oh my god.
Okay, Terran gonna clean that up. Oh, the turret got taken out. Will Barisa remake it? He has very limited minerals. He remakes it. Not really sure the utility of that particular turret when you have a set amount of minerals left in the game, but oh
well. This really is a campaign mission where the AI just rebuilds buildings exactly the same place.
Right? Wait, so Barisu's the AI? Damn, I thought the Zerg was the AI this whole time.
I'm not sure who's playing single player or not.
Okay, here comes some more Ultralisks. Again, attacking on their own. The whole Zerg army standing by. Okay, the Link's starting to move forward. Defiler's available, but the tanks have already done so much damage. It's already too late for Swarm. More Zerg units getting taken out.
Oh my god.
Vessel moving forward. Hydra's out to deal with these vessels finally, but they're an easy target for Irradiate. Scourge finally being remade right now. FA realizes that the vessels are really the problem here. Oh my god, but never mind Irradiate. These Hydra's just real easy targets for these tanks too. Oh my god.
Oh no.
What is this game? How many kills is Breezy gonna have at the end of the day? It's gonna be like 1,000 kills to 100.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Yeah, and one of these tanks is up to 40 kills now.
Yeah, Stolen Go, however pronounce that. You should know these are tier 2 games in CPL. CPL for lower level players is still learning, so these players are probably around D rank, correct? Maybe like high D, I guess. I don't know exactly. Oh my gosh. Irradiate those Scourge, go on. Yes, yes.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh, not a single Scourge hit out of all that.
Oh my god. Do it again. There's more Scourge. Well, these units continue to stack up. Man, I wonder what FA was thinking when he was playing this. Was he like, my god, I'm actually going to lose, or...
No, so spoilers, Dufay was literally typing in Discord while this game was going on.
Oh, I see. Well,
like, is there anything I can
like
do about this? Yeah. Dufay was like, well, he won't lead the game.
Well, I mean, FA has to do something. If FA doesn't do anything, eventually Barisi will win. Not that we're anywhere near that point. That's like 2 hours away. But FA does have to do something.
Right.
Like, he can't just AFK forever. Now, a good Ultralist force is building up here. But if Risu can weaken them all before they come in, radiates more Scourge. I mean, these Marines have had a good career just sitting here shooting Scourge. They have an easy job.
Maybe we get, like, Devourers, because they can tank the Marines and kill all
I don't know about that.
Vessels. Like,
okay, here we go, though. The Scourge have bought time, though, that, you know, FA's been messing around with Defilers about them getting irradiated. Now it gets irradiated. A lot of Ultralists are built up. Like I said before, though, it's not like Briso has anything else to do, so all he's doing is microing his vessels. It's working quite well.
Yeah.
Okay, well, needs to get on those Ultras, though, because this standard emotional damage Briso game. Oh my god. Could be a huge radiator if he goes in the middle. Go in the middle, please. Yes! Okay, well, they do just run away, but still.
And it's definitely a solid strat to try to tilt your opponent in game one, right?
Oh, for sure. Because I think, you know, Brucey probably acknowledges this game is not going to be a win, but I mean, is this really a win for Zerg? Can you really call it that after this? Oh my god. This vessel just throws down 3 irradiates. I think he doubled up on an Ultralist, but nonetheless.
Oh my god. Okay. I figured it out. So Barisu's strat is to just stall until somebody disconnects, and then he'll be like, well, you know, can't really tell us how to win that game.
Yeah, we better regame. I mean, you know, he's undecided. That's right. Oh my gosh. Well, oh my gosh, more Scourge getting taken out. Okay, now I've got to check the kills on these vessels. 22! 6, 7, 7, 23! 9!
Oh my god.
Wait, what's that one underneath? 23, hang on. 15! Oh my god, and they're not done. Okay, so
what do you think is like the maximum game time where like before like the counter will overflow or something?
Oh, you reckon that's a thing?
I mean, I don't know like how big the variable is they use to track the timer or something.
Well, I know Snipe's gone for like 7 hours, but I guess that's not really that much in the scheme of things.
Oh god.
I'm pretty sure it can handle at least double-digit hours. I'm not sure if there would even be a limit, or if the hours would just keep going up.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, oh, here we go, the Ultra's coming in. Is this the attack that ends it? FA finally pulling the trigger. I mean, Brisu has a good amount of bio, but it's not really in position. The tank's doing decent damage here as well. Brisu might be pushed back from the natural, but I mean, what does that even matter at this point? Well, again, the bio not really in position. The medic's on the ramp, though. So brutal, but that's so many Ultras. I would love to see D-Matrix on these medics. That'd be really sick. Oh no, the Irradiate actually going to help bust through them pretty quickly. Oh my god, these Ultralists getting
This is so much damage.
Yeah,
the 2 medics.
Oh no, they screwed up though. That's what they're trying to do. But they're still back in position. Yeah, Ultralists don't fit through very narrow gaps, so it kind of works anyway. And Barisu going to clean this up.
Oh my god. Look at how many dead ultras there are in the ground.
Jesus. Not a single tank died. 46 kills on the tank, 47 on that one.
Oh my god.
44.
Can you imagine, like, if the dead bodies didn't go away, this whole Terran National would just be red.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Brucey's in chat. Ultra kills counter. Okay, here comes the next wave. Again, Brucey playing tower defense. If he put all this bio on the ramp, also it's stinging really good. There you go. He heard me. Well, they're getting in there, though. They're going to start getting some damage. Every Marine cannot really be replaced with only 200 minerals left for Brisu, but nonetheless, holds off this wave as well.
Oh my god.
Get those medics on the ramp. What were they even doing this whole time? Where were those medics? What?
Must have just been bugged out the whole time.
Oh my god. No, he's going to hold this wave too. His game ain't over. Oh my god. Looks like FA's going with a pure Ultra Strat, but he's spent all his gas. It's all gone. Now, he does have another wave here. It looks formidable. Again, the bio needs to get in position. No, lifting up for a drop. This is probably not a good time. Because here we go again. Again, I would love to see D-Matrix on these medics. Okay, finally targets it. Busts through. This might be enough here. The bio not getting on top of these tanks to help out. Kind of just scattered through Bruce's base.
The D-Matrix. And a radiate on the tank.
Oh my gosh. And you know, finally he might actually kill all these Ultralists. Not that he's going to hold them. Look at this. These Ultralists are actually going to get cleaned up here. But there's just more coming. My god. I think over 100 Ultralists died this game.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and finally it looks like Risu's dead here. He does have a drop loaded up, so I mean, it's not like he's going to leave the game till that does some damage, right? The bunkers in the main still...
Oh, I got the money. Still have 4 rings in the beach.
Yep, of course.
Can you imagine if Risu just lifts all the buildings?
Oh my god. At that point, the Zergai would just leave and be like, you know what, you have the win 2-0, I'm not playing this. I mean, this drop technically doing some damage. Why would Barisu leave when he can watch a hatchery die still? Radiate, go, go, go. You got energy, right? Did he really spend all the energy? No, he has some left. There's still unirradiated Ultralisks here. Irradiates the vessel. Erasing Ultralisks is not easy, I have to say. And yeah, I think this is the end. Barisu probably just waiting until this drop gets cleaned up. God. This reminds me of one fantasy game. What you do here to make them leave, you just start consuming Ultralisks. That's the move. That drop gets cleaned up. Well, you know, technically... Okay, GG.
There we go.
Barisu surrendered while his bunker's still held out, alright? We don't know the Zerg would have won.
Yeah. You hate to see CBO players rage quit their games too early.
Well, I'm just saying it was like an honorable surrender. Like, you know, he hadn't lost his base. He just surrendered for the well-being of his men. Alright, I gotta show the score screen for this
His
one.
4 men. Oh, yeah.
Look at this! Look at this!
881
killed, 193 killed for Zerg. My god, and look at the mineral difference. Barisu mined like 1/3 as much as the Zerg. Good lord.
Wow. I need to get some water real quick.
Oh, don't we all? Don't we all after that?
Right,
well,
right.
yeah. Close games to Zerg Love. While Cool Warpgates is gone, I'll just reiterate for the people who joined during the raid. This is Coach-Pupil League. The whole idea of Coach-Pupil League is lower level players come together with coaches who hopefully know what they're doing and form teams and play off against each other. So, as you can see, we have some players that, you know, are still learning here. And hopefully they can still show good games for you guys. So, as you can see, it can still be very exciting. As people have shown in the chat already, if you're interested in checking out CPL, you can use the !Discord command, and then you can check it out. Anyone's welcome to join. If you're a Gosu, we always need coaches. If you're not a Gosu, you can always learn here. It's a great place. And
if you're not a Gosu, you can still give your strategy advice on the Discord, and
that's right.
Consider it.
Well, the coaches will lament you for doing that, but yes, you can do that.
Yeah.
And we do Match of the Week every Tuesday and Wednesday at 7 PM Eastern as well on this channel. So there's that. Now, every series is best of 3, so if you thought you'd seen the last of Barisu, oh no, you are so wrong. You are so wrong.
Yeah, when you play a long game like that, you just say, screw it, I'm going to cheese.
Yeah, full pool.
That's game? Yeah.
Alright, in the top right here, in the red, we have FA, and the bottom right in the blue, we have Barisu. Barisu for United Emu Directorate, of course. FA for Pool Lifeguards. Up 1 game in this best of 3. Going to this game on butter. I suppose I should also reiterate for the benefit of people on the raid about Barisu. So, I mean, they saw enough with that game. But they should know Barisu is definitely one of the more unorthodox players in CPL. Loves using nukes, drop harass, that kind of thing. So it's interesting to see him cast. So that game was definitely a slog. But we'll see if he employs the same strategy on Butter. That was very offbeat. But like I said, it kind of looked scary at one point if he was able to just reinforce. It looked pretty brutal for Zerg, but he wasn't quite able to make it work.
Yeah, and I think there's less buildable terrain outside the natural here too on this map.
No, there's heaps, isn't there? Hang on, let me look. I'm pretty sure there's a whole bunch.
I don't know. There might be some for like turrets, but I don't think you can build like bunkers and stuff out there.
You can build on this bit, right? The rock bit, not the loose rocks, the like big rocks. Can you build on that? I don't remember. I think you can. Anyway, I think there's enough space that if Barisu's doing the same thing, you can pull it off. Now, what is a favor here is the link-proof wall that Barisu's going to make, which is quite useful. What's the CB hand now? That's a pretty early scout, but I guess because he was walling, he had to get out there before the barracks was down. Now, I
mean, knowing Barisu, it could be like 2 proxy barracks outside and 1 in the main base or something.
You think he'd stop at 2? Here's the question. What are the chances of Barisu getting a CC before a second barracks? I think it's pretty much 0%.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this hatch block. That's actually pretty good strategy on this map. You just send that out there and you're like, alright, I have to deal with this now, Zerg. Now, you don't want to lose that SCV because you still got a scout. But Zerg...
Oh, the drone!
I know.
Oh my, yeah.
That would have been bad. And you know, even if this SCV just runs away now, it's done a great job. Honestly, there's a lot of... Oh, the eBay! It's a lot of damage to Zerg. When you're planning to go for a hatch first, to have this happen, it actually really screws up your build. Oh, but he's going to lose that SCV, which is not good. You really need to keep that alive in this matchup. Now, we have the one base eBay. Wait, oh no, that's the eBay over here, never mind. I saw the production tab and I'm like, what's the eBay? But definitely. Well, okay, Barisu getting gas though, so I'm going to see a factory here, I'm not sure. Now, of course, he could have got this a lot earlier. This build's going to be very delayed. Second barracks coming up, so he might do a more traditional 2x academy of 1 base this game. I'm not sure what to expect. He needs to cancel this though. He's not going to let it die, is he? Is he? Is he?
Oh my god. Cutting it.
Cancel!
Very close.
Oh,
it dies!
That is unfortunate. But wait a minute, the SCV's back! Oh, just misses it!
No.
Imagine if he got the block again. Like...
Wow.
Barisu really playing like you were saying, like he's just trying to make his opponent leave, he's not trying to win. If you get that block again, I mean, Zerg even stay. Now, no academy coming up yet. And this is the problem with Barisu, his build's really not fine-tuned, the timing's not being hit. And Zerg, it's a pretty late layer timing, all things considered, but it's still going to be not bad compared to whatever Barisu is doing. Once again, this ZVP hatchery position looking like it's going to go down. It's got denied because of lack of minerals. We'll see if he makes it again. There's SCV, Duke and Jiven. Okay, there we go. I mean, again, I don't think it's a good hatchery position, but nonetheless, third hatch will be useful. Oh my god. Nah, this SCV's dead. That's a lot of Zerglings, though, and with Barisu safe at home with Link Roof All. Oh no. Oh no, is Barisu safe at home? He's heading out, taking expansion here.
Oh, and we have this third hatchery replacement again.
Yes, as I was just saying.
Yeah.
Barisu needs to get some SCVs out to help with this, because he's not going to get in the bunker in time, or if he does, he's going to run past. It's not a great bunker position. CC goes down. Marines not really being produced that much until just now. Okay, it's probably just enough Marines, but again, he needs to move up. And this is a consistent issue with Barisu. He wants to take an expansion, but he doesn't move units there. I mean, okay, these Marines...
Trades around... Not all the links are fighting with the Marines, but they do manage to cancel the SCP building the command center.
Looks like
I think the Marines are going to do it. Yeah, it's nice micro with the Marines.
Still, Barisu losing SCV is a big issue because he doesn't tend to make them, and you know that's his mistake as well. But it kind of makes me not like his chances as much in this game. Muta coming up, or Spy coming up, I should say. Who knows? He'll just go Mass Scourge, I'm sure. So that's the strategy. When Terran accidentally lifts their command center trying to make a comsat, the Scourge kill it. Play versus me, it's a pretty much guaranteed win. Okay, so Academy's finally coming up here. I don't know if that's even what I have selected. Yeah, okay, it's the factory over there. Academy and factory on the way. I don't see an eBay anywhere. These mutas could just end the game if they go straight to Barisu's base. That said, it's no sunk up, but Barisu doesn't have that many Marines either, so I don't expect we're going to see a push here. I mean, I'm kind of looking at this, and is Barisu just heading for disaster with these mutalisks?
See here, I mean, yeah, it definitely requires like a really precise timing to actually hold them off. But last time we saw just so many Marines.
Yeah.
And the bunkers. Barisu didn't really need the turrets, but it's very different this game.
Well, the 3 barracks, no academy build is kind of not a build and not good, but at the same time, it looked kind of scary just because he had way more Marines than Zerg would expect. And it was almost like he could have done something, but it didn't end up attacking ultimately. Now, eBay is on the way here. Now, if you're really cutting this knife's edge, the turrets might barely finish as the mutas arrive, but again, Barisu has like no SCVs, man, so... Okay, he's making bunkers again. I think it's kind of even irrelevant if he's defending with turrets here, though, because he just has no economy. And, you know, if you're not making the SCVs, it's going to be very hard to win this game.
Yeah. Well, I'll get at 8 mutas in protection, so
yeah,
not
this is
being
like
forced to make sunks.
2.5 hatch build, he's going to be able to get a lot more stuff out. And yeah, unlike game 1, no sunks at all. Well, is there a bunker in the main? Yep, Barisu relying on bunkers again, but you can see there's so much space in the Terran main you can harass that Terran's going to have to do something about. We'll see if FA wants to bother with that. Last game he was kind of just looking at engaging the bio, and it didn't go so well. Man, is it just the camera zoom I have right now? These mutas look kind of slow today. I don't know.
They do.
Right?
Kind of, I don't know.
What's wrong with them?
I don't know, some weird illusion. Like, I just checked the options and game speed is correct. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we'd know it if the game speed was the fastest. Okay, so you can't harass the mineral line at all, but look at this. This is the problem. And this is why you have to defend your production as well. Harassing those Marines.
Oh my god, I like this commitment to the bunker defense.
Yeah, I mean, it is strong, but it's got issues. And like I said, we need SCVs. He's still not producing them. That's the real story here. I don't even care that Zerg's picking off this barrack, because Terran's honestly doing more damage. Okay, there you go. They finally start. That one Marine was about to shoot and he's like, you know what, maybe I don't want to make that swarm of mutalisks angry. And looks like Barisu going to lose this factory as well. Uh-oh. Honestly, these mutalisks kill that faster than I would have thought.
Yeah.
Wow. Actually, you know,
this seems like pretty crippling for Terran. Like,
oh, completely.
It's going to be down to 1 barracks and I guess 1 starport over here.
Huge number of links coming up, and you know the circulation is cut off to the natural. Not that he has much production anyway. There's 1 barracks, another one being built. Can Zerg just bust the natural? I think he can. Even with 2 bunkers here, I mean... Wait, how many Marines in each? Well, of course it's Barisu, so there's 4 Marines in each bunker, so you know what? But this eBay gonna fall as well. Barisu really not able to deal with this harass. The Mutalist's not helping out. Yeah, they're attacking on their own though. The Mutalist's coming now. I mean, maybe with repair, the South bunker can win. Mutalists are terrible against bunkers. And look, he does pull back, although he probably could have cleaned up those Marines. Oh my god, more Mutalisks coming though. I think FA realizing quite accurately that Barisu's big weakness is Mutalisks. I think this was true in last game as well. He just didn't do the harass as effectively. Now, you still can't hit this location with the bunker. You probably shouldn't be flying into 4 turrets.
Oh my god, so much damage on the Mutalisks.
Okay, that's a lot of damage, but he still has enough that he can just keep doing a lot of damage here. What is that? Is that a barracks? It's a barracks. Yeah, good damage going down there. And yeah, there's just so much value you can get here. You don't have to hit the location of the turrets. And like you say, the crippling is the perfect word. Barisu is absolutely crippled. His legs have been broken. Well, you gotta get that machine shop. Can't have Terran reclaiming that later. Gotta make sure it burns.
Very important.
Oh no, the Micro Overlord is joining us at the Terran base. It might be in a bit of danger here. Uh-oh. Ooh, 3 meters.
All these mutas can't wander into these turrets. Unfortunate for FA, but it still seems like a very good position for Zerg.
Okay, well, does manage to clean up a bit of the bio there. Overlord finally hitting out. He needs to just switch that Overlord. I mean, on those you need to learn on a muta practice map where you have to do that as well to get the habit, because this is an issue. If this was a closer game, losing that Overlord could be a big deal.
I think if the Overlord is that close, it doesn't even work. Like,
that's
it won't
correct.
Even stack.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, just before he turned it back, I wouldn't say it was quite too close, because it didn't quite get there, but yeah, it's going to be a problem. Now, Vessel coming out for Barisu. I don't know how he's, like, keeping a starport and science facility alive in this very limited area, but nonetheless. Ling's looking like they want to attack again. If FA just attacks with maximum force with everything at once, I don't think there's any way Barisu can hold this. But as we saw in Game 1, coordinated attacks not seeming like FA's strong point. Hive coming up way faster this game, though, so a great adaptation here to Barisu's ridiculous turtley style. And that's going to serve him well. Again, one Dark Swarm could do the job. I mean, in this kind of situation, imagine if you just had Plague. Terran would be so screwed.
Do you think we'll see Guardians again?
I highly doubt it, but the way this game is going, I suppose it's possible. I don't think it would necessarily be a good choice. Now, that said, it probably would kill Barisu, but a lot of things would kill Barisu at this point. Like I was saying, a single Dark Swarm is just like guaranteed victory. There's nothing Barisu can do. Whereas Guardians is like, oh, well, what if, you know, he had a few vessels of Irradiate, or he got like a couple rays to Cloak? It could potentially fail. Whereas, like I was saying, a single Swarm, I just don't see how Barisu can survive. Now, the drone's coming up. I believe this is a mistake. That third base has some on gas, but needs to get these ones back. He starts making the hatcheries. Nope. Nope. Not today. A few more units getting baited in. Okay, they do finally turn back. Alright, well, Vessel is out. I did not see if Irradiate was researched, but I assume it was. Oh my god, more drones.
I did not notice, but I think given the first game, I think Bruce is definitely going to rely on those Irradiates.
Okay, Lurker Aspect coming up, and Adrenal, no Defiler Mound. And again, after game 1, I would say, you know, getting those Defilers in aggressively with Swarms not FA's strong point. He wasn't really able to manage it. So definitely, you know, if he or his coaches are watching, there's something I think he can work on here. Oh my gosh, these drones, get out of there. There we go. Yeah, if you just practice how to attack Terran with Swarm, I mean, even just watch how the pros do it, it is absolutely deadly, and like, you know, you kill your opponent very fast. Because it seemed like game 1, he didn't really know how to go about it, and that's why Barisu was able to hold out for so long. So, I think, you know, that's something I'd like to see FA work on. Surprised FA didn't go in, says Glove. Yeah, he probably still could. But I mean, I don't know, 2 bunkers, that's the thing. You look at this and you're like, I can take it, right? But then Terran repairs and then all your stuff's dead and you're like, oh. I've played plenty of games where I should not have won, but I did because Zerg kept attacking in a bunker. So you do have to be kind of careful here. I mean, there's no reason Zerg has to win the game right now. He's in a very commanding position. These Lurkers are coming up, and they're going to be really annoying for Terran as well.
Yeah, I can tell you that I have lost so many games when I was ahead, but I did a bad attack.
Yeah.
Like, that's probably like half of my losses. It's just doing that. So I can totally understand not wanting to run.
Well, see, I'm different. I lose when I'm behind and I do a bad attack. I'm not even ahead. Okay, well, again, where is the Defiler Mound? I want to see it. It is the Great Aspire, as you predicted. But is this just going to look like the other game where Barisu just irradiates them? Well, he's getting the vessel count and they're building up their energy because he's not using them yet. I feel like it's just going to go exactly like game 1, except Barisu didn't have this ridiculous contain, so Zerg's way more ahead already. More Hydras coming down for Lurkers. I mean, I don't know. This is kind of just like a replay of game 1 to me, except with Zerg in a better position. We'll irradiate. Although, that means he's not going to...
Oh, the mutas all get baited in there?
Oh, another irradiate as they flee.
So much damage.
Well, you can question if that was a good use of his energy, but it was a lot of money that Zerg just lost. Man, it actually takes ages for an irradiate to kill one Mutalist, doesn't it?
It's slow DPS, I guess, but it's like... I feel like it's more tilting that it takes time.
Right.
Rather than if it was instant. Like, if it just popped you, like, you still be upset. But the fact that you have to watch it die, you know, there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, you know what I do is I split it out, but then because it takes so long, I didn't remove it from the hotkey and I stack them again. I'm like, oh.
Oh, yeah, you...
Alright, Guardian's on the way. Now, Barisu neglected the vessel production a bit and he spent a lot of energy. Wait, where are they going? No, they're needed right now. Uh-oh. If he irradiates that Ling, please don't do that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where these vessels think they're going, but Zerg has spotted this. Now, no Scourge are out yet, and FA had been neglecting Scourge from time to time last game as well. I mean, these Guardians are going to hit soon, and Terran needs to be on the ball for Radiates, but the vessels are out of position. I think this is just going to break Terran immediately. Well, if they're not too dumb to not run into bunker range, you know what Guardians are like. Man, come on. No, they're going to get shot!
No.
Oh my god,
they're trying so hard. There you go.
Imagine if Guardians were on the ground in this time, that would be such a bad unit. Man, you're trying to repair there, that's not going to work. Radiate goes down. And the Hydras, with Hydra speed, actually, I guess FA deciding that's the way to bust this. Slowly chipping away. Now, the vessels are here for the Vengeance Irradiate, but it's not going to save Barisu. I mean, it's going to be flashy and get a lot of kills, so there's that, at least. I mean, that's good damage, but meanwhile, I mean, there's literally just nothing at the front here. The Marines all retreated into the main in true Barisu fashion. Well, once again, Barisu can kill a lot of stuff before he dies, but he will die. Oh my god, the drones continue to get taken out at the natural, though. I guess Barisu's going to kill every drone as he loses the game at this rate. That's what this kind of looks like. Oh, but the Irradiate ran out. CC goes down.
There is only so much energy on these vessels. Eventually, FA can just rebuild drones, I guess.
Well, he's being economical with it, only doing one at a time for these gas drones. But the Hydras are out, they can clean this up. Meanwhile, the Guardian's moving in. Another Irradiate doing a lot of damage there, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Bio smartly pulling back. Honestly, that is a money Irradiate. If things were more even, that would be a huge deal. But, god damn, again, it takes stuff time to die, doesn't it? But yeah, these Hydras alone trying to take this stuff out now. I mean, what are the upgrades at? Zerg on 1 armor, Terran on 1 attack. Perfectly balanced. But, no, these Guardians, I think, are going to do the damage. And it looks like FA is going to take this one 2-0. What happened to the vessels? Did they die to Hydras? No, they're coming back. They're coming home. The triumphant heroes. They're like imagining when they get to the Terran base, they'll be popping the champagne. All their friends will be there to greet them. But alas.
Yeah, they're like, hey guys, look how many drones we killed. Oh.
That's right. It's like that meme. Like, I got pizza. Oh, and Barisu leaves the game without a GG. Ooh. Ooh. Well, Barisu, I believe, is in chat. Barisu, tell us. Did you just put it in ally chat or what? Tell us the truth.
Oh, it was not hosted on ally chat. It was just
was
red
it top
versus
west
blue.
bottom? Oh. Are you sure I wasn't on shift tab or something? Look, we don't know it was top west bottom because I didn't try it. It could have been top west bottom.
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
I checked. All right, somebody call the Kespa police.
Wait, he says LIGG in chat though.
Seems kind of sus to me, honestly.
Those games are so bad, says Barisu. Well, I'll talk to you about it later, Barisu. I am your teammate, so I have suggestions. But we're alright. We're finally done with the first series in this cast. We're going to move into Beckrel versus Inhale. Let's take a big inhale after that game. He got disconnected, GG me and PMs. Oh, okay. FA says. Oh, right. I don't know what the story is here. It was it was a disconnect. Barisu was going to win. I assume,
yeah, we got to regain that game.
I assume in reality Barisu just realised he was about to lose and was like, okay, fair enough. So good on him, I guess, for not kicking up a stink about it. Yeah, regame. Right now, let's go. Barisu says he doesn't even remember what happened yesterday. There's no way he can remember this game. It's fair. That's how I feel. I don't remember what happened like 2 minutes ago. Live regame? Maybe one day.
Oh, yeah.
If Barisu plays in finals, we got to cast that live. Alright, in the top right, in the white, we have Inhale. And the bottom left, in the blue, we have Beckrel. Inhale here for Pool Lifeguards. And Beckrel for United Emu Directorate. Can Beckrel avenge the Tier 2 legacy here? Or is Inhale going to keep going for Pool Lifeguards? And CX is Barisu and Flash have power outage, you know what I mean? Yeah, because Barisu would obviously win that game in CX. If we ever have a power outage situation in CPL, we just have to respect the tradition and award the game to the player that was losing. Okay, so we're jumping into PVZ here. Still Zerg. Gotta keep those Zerg going. Guess it's Zerg hour. A Terran and a Protoss walk into a cast. The games are all Zerg. What's the punchline called, warpgates?
I don't know. I can't think of it. Shit.
It's alright, I put you on the spot.
Oh no.
You're a Protoss though, so tell me everything there is to know about PVZ.
Okay, so
you have like 5 minutes till something happens in the game.
Hydras.
The entire matchup.
Hydras are pretty good. That's the matchup.
You know, I spent some time in a certain Discord frequented by Snipe, not CPL mind you, that where people complain about Zerg a lot, and they seem to say Lings are a big issue though.
I mean, Hydras aren't the only good unit, but Hydras are pretty good.
Okay, is there a unit Zerg has that's bad?
No. Okay. Queen Devourer.
I mean,
those two units are not good. Other than that,
Queens used to devastating effect in CPL. In fact, in PVZ, Broodling and Templars, if you pulled off, is actually amazing.
Okay, so not Devourers then.
Well, Devourers are good at what they do, let's just say that. They're made to deal with certain air units, and they do that job very well. So if you're in some kind of situation, like an island map, say, where you just really have to fight those Corsairs in the air, they're going to do a great job of that. Look at this hiding drone, though. Lovely move here. Gonna sneak this out. Oh, but Inhale's heading. No, he's not heading. Nicely done. I like moves like that.
Yeah.
Off. By the way, I noticed Beckerel with really low APM here compared to his opponent. It was the same for Barisu. Is United Emu Directorate just the low APM heroes?
Exactly. You're all just chilling in Australia.
Yeah.
Hanging out in the backyard.
Yep. I mean, would you describe emus as high APM? I certainly wouldn't. You know, I have a confession to make, called warpgates, as an Australian. I've never seen an emu in the wild.
Wow.
Oh, this drone!
Oh!
Whoa!
Oh, the one health regen.
That was a pretty sick turnaround that he got that in time. I thought it was going to die for sure. Actually, also, I've never seen a koala in the wild.
What about kangaroo?
Oh, God, yeah. Can't walk like 5 meters without being like, oh god, kangaroo. And it sounds like I'm just joking, but honestly, they're a real pest where I live in Canberra. Oh, denies the scout. The drones turn around. They're like, you know what? We can't have him know that we have drones. Uh-oh, but he gets in anyway. Gonna see what Zerg's up to. Now, I see Zerg going for a gas on only 2 hatch here. Would he be going for the Mutalisk, do you suppose? And what else are you doing with this? But the lair is late.
Yeah, I don't know what this is. Like, there's... I'm worried that this is just like, oops. That girl forgot to put out the third drone. Yeah,
well, this is tier 2, so I mean, if he takes it soonish, it's not going to be a huge deal in this game. But that said, Inhale so far looking a lot more solid. He got Forge Cannon Nexus, which cross position versus Overpool. I don't think you have to. Okay, there's that third hatch. But nonetheless, I feel like Protoss definitely looking a bit more solid so far. Honestly, I think some of these tier 2 games, you know, people do have like a perfectly executed build up to a certain point, which can give you a big advantage. Even if, you know, your mechanics aren't that strong, that doesn't mean you can't get a good opening sometimes. And, you know, I know it's tricky when you're just learning, and there's a lot of different openings your opponent can do. So sometimes you just get lucky and they do what you've practiced against, and you're like, alright, I got this.
I'm trying to figure out what Zerg is doing. It's like the gas just like stopped.
Yeah.
It looks like Zerg stopped mining gas after getting link speed. So is this going to be some kind of link all in here?
I'm not allowed to recycle rhymes ever, am I? They have to be like new. Because there's an easy one, but no, I'll have to think of something new before I expose the world to that. So hold that thought. But Link is coming out for sure.
If easy wins are your thing, just make links.
Not bad. I was going to say something about getting link speed, but I've already used Den before Lair, Protoss Beware. I was going to say speed before Lair, but that doesn't really work. Link speed fast, Protoss Avast? No, that doesn't really, that's not very good. Well, this probe's still hanging out. I mean, it hasn't seen the link flood, although it's more of a link stream. Not quite a flood yet.
Okay, so I think this is like an adaptation of like a 5-hatch before gas build.
Okay, but he's gonna need some more drones.
Speed was researched for some reason.
He sees these lings. In fact, he sees no layer speed. So surely you know lings are coming heavy. You want a second cannon here. Now there's a gap at the bottom. The lings can just run right in. Okay.
No.
Door was left open.
Oh no! I hate this so much.
Okay, you don't want to fight the zealots here though. Oh man, if he just ran in the main, started working at probes or rallying wings, it would have been deadly. But now he's kind of just traded.
All right. Yep,
yeah, big misplay there. Big misplay when he could have just ran into the main. It would have been way stronger. And now these zealots are like, all right, let's go get revenge for our fallen cannon. That said, this might be a mistake from Protoss because the lings are still coming and they could just run in again. Especially with cannon not even finished. I mean, if Beckerel doesn't hesitate, if Beckerel just goes right in, I think he's going to win the game. Well, Cool gets that Ryan looking out right now.
No.
If your cannons aren't done, Zerg's going to have fun. That's probably GG right there. I mean, these 3 zealots aren't about to kill the entire Zerg base. And what does Protoss actually have right now? He has zealot speed on the way, but it's not going to be done in time. The probes are going down. I think this is it for Protoss here. Well, he's trying to preserve them. Even when with +1 and these zealot speed coming out, I think Zerg's going to have enough lings in the base, and there's no good choke Protoss can use that he's going to kill everything. I mean, even now, so many probes have already fallen. Zerg continuing to rally lings, trying to drill, but that is too many lings to do that. absolutely tearing apart this Protoss economy. The Zealots get back like, no, we just went out for a stroll. Oh no, can't do anything there. I mean, +1 is strong. Look at that Zealot, such a hero in the Protoss base, just trying to hold out the last second, but does get taken out. Well, these Lings kind of not doing anything for them right now.
Well, the problem is that there's more coming. Like, each time you feel like, okay, finally, I held it. And then just more Lings show up.
Well, hang on a minute. Protoss is making 4 Zealots with +1 at once, and Zealot speed. Is he actually going to hold this? Well,
I don't know.
If he loses the natural, though, well, Zerg very indecisive about what to attack. Let's take out that cannon. Okay, well, will he, though?
Oh, there's these Zealots.
Actually,
oh god,
yeah,
the Probes are killing the Nexus! Probes are the Nexus!
Oh no!
The
Well, there's a lot of health. It's okay, it's okay. Honestly, these Zealot trades have been very inefficient for Protoss, despite having +1, because they kind of trickled down there, enabling Zerg to still take the fight. GG, Inhale realizes it just gets worse from here. That looked kind of dicey for a moment, but yeah, I think those Zealots coming down one by one kind of sealed the deal. But I suppose he kind of had to try that. Hellgate, I don't want to block your message, but I don't even know what you're saying, so explain it to me and I'll unblock your message, I guess.
I think it's the rhymes.
The monk? What does that have to do with monks? I don't understand.
I don't know. Monks make haikus, I guess? I don't know.
Do they?
I don't know, man.
Oh, because it's like an aphorism? Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting choice to do that crosspawn, says Fridge Raider. Well, that's the thing. They don't expect it.
Yeah.
I guess.
I'm pretty sure you can literally, like, always do a link. I don't think there's any time you ever cannot just make links and go in.
We need a rhyme for that too. Alright, in the top right, in the white, we have Inhale, and in the bottom right, in the magenta, we have Beckrel up 1 game in this best of 3. Beckrel here for United Emu Directorate, Inhale here for 4 Pool Lifeguards. Is Beckrel going to pull out Lings again? They're a pretty good unit. So I've been told. Refrigerator says Lings speed pretty good for covering distances. Exactly. If it's close positions, you just, you know, do the 9 pool, no speed.
Yeah.
Of course. Now, here on Butter, you could try a 4 pool, because you know you're going to go straight to your opponent, but that's it. The rush distance is long. You get scouted immediately. It's probably less attractive. Look at that probe. What is this probe doing? There it goes. Did you see that probe? It like walked from the top of the Nexus all the way around, then changed its mind. Now it's
Oh yeah, I see that all the time.
Yeah? In your own games, I assume?
Yep. Sometimes my probe like moonwalks across the bottom of my Nexus, which is pretty cool.
Oh, are people using an emote that I can't see?
Oh, Monka S. Okay.
Oh, people are typing in chat, you just didn't know what it is.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought
It's
people actually
Fridge Raider. He does that like constantly.
Yeah, I bet. Okay, this probe's gonna come up here. Now, Beckrel, not a man who wants his hatchery blocked, takes it to the 3rd right away. Not even gonna play that game with Protoss. He's just circumventing that completely. So it's a hatch first here. And you know, Inhale comes in the base, is like, hang on, where's the pool though? I didn't see a hatch. Was I bamboozled? Now, there is a forge. Could we see a cannon rush? If Inhale gets over there and finds this, I can see a pretty good spot. If you can get in there, maybe. I don't know. Well, he sees...
Well... Indeed. The 3rd, I'm not sure if there's a space where you can actually tuck the cannons in there, but I know...
It looks like you can, but I'm not sure.
In the ASL, we saw that you can actually, in the naturals, you can put the cannons behind the gas, and that's very hard to get.
I don't recall.
It was Bisu and somebody else.
Did Bisu win?
No.
Oh.
I don't think so.
I was gonna say, was that the one time a cannon rush actually worked in ASL?
Oh, no. Yeah. It was like the cannon rush didn't kill Zerg, but they put him pretty far behind, from what I remember.
Okay, but BC still didn't win the game.
No, I think he did win that game, not the series.
Oh, yeah. No, he got eliminated in TVP, so he must have won the series. But anyway.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, here at CPL, we don't discuss CPL, we discuss ASL, so...
Right.
Did you see what I just saw?
No.
You didn't see it, did you? See Inhale, you thought you could hide that, but he was building a gateway and he cancelled it to build his cannon. Either that or it was a cannon that replaced, but I'm pretty sure it was a gateway. Not sure what made him change his mind, since Zerg still doesn't have any Lings, although his pool is done. I think absolutely could have got away with the gateway here. But honestly, Beckrell looking pretty good, having got this hatch so fast. Getting his third hatch pretty timely as well. No gas yet, though, which is a bit of an issue. He needs to be taking that pronto, unless he's going for some, like, 4 or 5 hatch before gas play. Which, like you said, last game was kind of like a variation on that, where he goes ling speed first. There's that gateway. Inhale's wall looking pretty good.
Yep, and it is in the correct spot. There's a lot of games on here where the gateway is like slightly misplaced. Like if it's 1x, I think, down, then lings can run by.
Yeah. Of course, all these ridiculous rules. Anytime you're putting a wall against terrain, it just gets messed up.
Right.
You're putting buildings against buildings is fine because it's always the same, but against terrain, it's just a minefield, honestly. Okay, no gas still. So surely we're going to see another hatch soon. What else can Beckrell be doing here? This Ling looking for the probe. Maybe he's waiting so he kills the probe and takes all 3 gas at once.
Yeah. Oh my god. You even get with that, I guess, like rush to lurkers, maybe?
The mass Scourge strategy, when they don't make any air units. You teach your Scourge to dive down and just snipe the next thing.
There you go. Yeah, they just fall to the ground and still do damage.
It's so easy, just stop flying. Honestly, Scourge's brains are too limited for that, to be honest. That explains it. Okay, so never mind the actual game. In the lore, are Scourge able to just, like, dive into the ground? Because, like, that seems pretty devastating.
I don't, I didn't really think about that.
I mean, why not, right? Because all they do is fly into stuff anyway. Couldn't they just fly down?
Yeah. But, so, there's that one cutscene where the NORAD 2 gets shot down by the Scourge, but there's... Though. Yeah, it's in space, but there's like tons of Scourge. Like it's not just like.
Well, have you tried to kill a battlecruiser with Scourge called warpgates? It takes a lot.
Sure.
So, and that's a hero battlecruiser with like double HP or something. It's pretty legit, to be honest.
Yeah.
The only inaccurate depiction is that when battlecruisers die, in fact, when any Terran unit dies, we know they explode. So that's the inaccurate part. Oh no, this probe gets trapped. The SimCity and Lings. Oh my god.
Makes it pass.
Uh-oh. Now, double gas is coming up, but we are going up to 5 hatcheries here as predicted. This probe going to try and have a look around still. Alright, well, he didn't really see anything except that the gas was so late. So I guess in a way he saw everything. Now, it's a Citadel build.
Well, it's a Citadel build, but like it's still later than it could have been. I think Inhale like delayed the tech choice a little bit too long here. I figure out what's going on.
What he did here is he got the gates first.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what the logic is behind that. Like, theoretically, you can come out with slow zealots at some point. Oh, right, yes. The Zerg Natural, sorry. I didn't even realize this was happening. So, that's exactly what he did. He came across the map with slow zealots. I missed it. I don't know if he killed any drones. I didn't see any drone blood on the ground.
Maybe a few. I've been watching it.
But now Beckrell's like, oh, time to mass Lings. And obviously not going to be terrible against these zealots, except the +1 weapons are finishing. Ling's chilling behind the minerals, while these zealots neglect to target drones. Kind of just getting their asses kicked right now, actually. So, I mean, he denied some mining time there, but honestly, that didn't seem like the greatest success for Protoss. Especially when he's trying to build up to this devastating zealot attack. Zerg just goes straight back in, makes 7 drones. I've got to see Sunkens. He's going to need Sunkens to defend this Citadel push. Because he has no Hydroden, no Spire on the horizon with no layer even started. He just has drones. Dude, is Beckrell just going to die? Like, the Hydrogen's on the way, but there's no way you've got time here. Zealot speed is halfway down.
I think there's time. The Hydra's like just gonna pop when the Zealots get there.
I mean, a Protoss player would say that. You know,
exactly. Yeah, and then like 3 Hydras will kill all the Zealots, and then the base, and then they'll make fun of me.
Well, I was saying to Chill the other day, I should make a map with the perceived balance. So like,
yes.
Zealots have like 999 HP, tanks gain 100 damage every upgrade, stuff like that. Oh gosh, things are free. Not a good engage with Zerg there. Getting right across the map before Zealots be done. Needs to reinforce though. Inhale with a bunch of Zealots at home. If he starts sending this across now, man, that is a lot of Zerglings though. That said, they're kind of setting themselves up in a choke. But see, there's the Sunkens. That's what he needed. I tell you, if he wasn't making these Sunkens, he'd be looking pretty scary. But as it is with the Sunkens and this obscene amount of Lings, I think he'll be okay. Now, Zerg really neglecting to drone up this natural again, not transferring back all these drones in the main or anything like that, or remaking. Oh, but the Zealot's going to get right in. Okay, the Ling's barely blocking time, forcing Protoss back because his Sunkens are about to finish. Now he's going to try and get over to this third. SimCity's pretty good, but not perfect. I'm pretty sure he can just run in there. Like, he doesn't even try, though. I guess when the links came reinforced, it'd be a bad idea. But again, if he just rallied all these zealots, if they already had been moving and been here right now, you might have a window. But by the time they get here, I guess you were right, Cold Wargates. The Hydra's going to be out just in time.
I called it.
Yeah.
Yeah, these 3 Hydras are going to pop, and that's going to be the end of it.
And then the
all the zealots die immediately.
Explode.
Yeah,
That's right.
Exactly.
Okay, well, here they come. The football team's charging in. Oh, you know what? They can fit between there. Oh.
Yeah, but not too many of them. The rest of them are getting confused here. They do manage to catch those lings that try to reinforce, but it seems like the defense will be enough for them to hold on here.
Oh, that almost got in. I was like,
oh, the DT.
That sneaky overlord on the extractor. Dude, that could have been devastating. That was such a surprise. Right?
I was looking around like, where's the overlord? How do you even see that?
He almost pulled it off. If that got in, that could have actually ended the game. Even, well, that said, there's tons of overlords in the main hatchery, but still. I like that move, but now that Protoss' moves have both failed, he's looking pretty bad. I'm not sure where you go from here. Storm's ready, pretty much. Like, it's just on the way. But Zerg has such economic potential here. He can make so many Hydralisks. I don't think Protoss has any way to deal with it. If Zerg just puts his foot on the gas and just starts attacking the Protoss wall, you're not going to have enough Storms to survive, I don't think.
Yeah, it's definitely hard. And the thing is, like, even if Zerg can't break the Protoss, they're still are in a great position if they can chain Protoss on 2 bases.
I know it seems dramatic to call it at this point, but I'm looking at this game and I'm like, I don't know if like Protoss can really pull this off. I mean, I guess he's got some Templars, and the thing is, he does have big gas banks. Okay, as long as Protoss can get the Templars out, I suppose he can be okay. But that's the thing: if he doesn't make them, which he's not right now, he's in for a world of pain. Also, I suppose there's a contingent on Zerg actually leaving his base, which isn't happening either.
Sure. But, you know, as a Protoss player, I'm happy to declare PvZ.
Yeah, like the game starts like 10 seconds in, I'm like, oh, Zerg has won. You're like, yes.
Yeah, it's like, wow, you let him get 4 drones, huh? I guess they're out of control now.
Oh my god. Well, that's what happens when a Terran player casts PvZ.
Anyhow, is doing a good job trying to look for 4th base.
I mean, these overlords are really well positioned. Because, you know, this is a feature
lots of map vision
that I don't think is much discussed, is the fact that it's so easy to sneak units around this entire side path. Actually is very impactful in a lot of games. Now, the upgrades for Protoss, I believe, are much better here. No upgrades finished yet for Zerg, just about to finish +1 missile. But Protoss is about to finish 2-2, so that's looking very good for Protoss. Now, what's his play here? I see 8 gates, so that means we're not going for a 3rd anytime soon. A Stargate actually got built, but I don't know if that was just in case of mutas, or if there's any plans for that. And look at that, he's going to move out and try and take this 3rd. I mean, I don't know, if Zerg just takes a 4th right now, I still like his chances. Look at that burrow. If only he burrowed in position to stop the Nexus, but still, that's great scouting.
Oh, it's so annoying.
Yeah.
Is there the Robo is pretty late. It's not even done yet, and we do have Lurker aspect almost done. This could be a big pain for Inhale here.
See, this is when you attack the Protoss army and unburrow that 1 Ling and kill the Nexus with it. How does it take an unupgraded Ling to kill a Nexus, I wonder?
I don't know, like 3 seconds?
I feel like this should be like a trivia question. Okay, yeah. In the perceived balance mod.
Yeah. And then Adrenal Glands, like, they look at a Protoss building that's warping in and it just cancels. Like, they just close the portal on
Dude, these
iron.
Lings, these burrowed Lings, actually so good. In this narrow window where Protoss doesn't observe us, he's just seeing exactly where the Protoss army goes. Now, not really responding to it, I have to say. Not really preparing that well for an engagement, but he had the intel. Okay, spreading out a bit now. And, you know, that's a pretty gnarly Protoss army. The Lurkers are not ready. In fact, they're probably going to get stormed if he's not careful. Well, I don't see any storms yet. Protoss saving the energy. Or is he?
Please tell me Stormers okay, there. We do have I was so worried.
These Lurkers need to burrow. These Lurkers need to burrow. Oh my god.
Oh my god. The storms. Where are the storms?
Yeah, the energy getting saved. Oh my gosh. No, these Templars are just a waste right now.
Oh no.
And Zerg clearing this up. Yeah.
See? Impossible. No way to win.
Uh-huh. Right. These 3 Templars with full energy.
Right.
Yeah, you could say even with Storms, Protoss can't win because he had like 4 Templars with full energy.
Exactly.
And look, this is an issue I have to say we see a lot at this level, and just in general in CPL, calling everyone in CPL out, Protoss always has this engagement in PvZ where I just don't see the storms come out. You know? Like, I may be a Terran player, but I've played enough Protoss. I don't think casting storms is the hardest thing in the world, okay? I feel like you can throw them out even if they're not in the best location. As long as you spend the energy before the Templar dies, I'll be happy. But in that engagement, I think we saw like 1 storm? Was that right?
Like 1 or 2.
And 4 Templars that all had at least 2 storms died. So that was a disaster for Protoss.
You're right though. It's not the hardest thing to cast a storm. The hardest thing is to fill the gaps in your wall correctly. That's the hardest thing in Brood War.
Probably. Oh, look, this Hydra's coming up here. Is this quite enough to bust this? Well, it's not really microing it. Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah, it's not enough. Especially with these reinforcements. Like you just need Templar at these bases.
Yeah, and look, these goons coming up. Are they even going to be able to stop this? Well, here comes the entire Protoss army, so you know what, he will be able to stop this. Nice little move from Zerg though. Just keep the pressure on. We can absolutely afford to remake these Hydras right now. Oh my god, even takes out that cannon. No, are you kidding me? Oh my god, cannons. Can you just not die for once? Someone needs to sit cannons down, have a little talk with them and tell them, okay, I know you're doing your best, but you just need to be a little tankier. Oh, look at these lurkers. There is an observer with this army. Gonna get a couple shots, but I think these lurkers are gonna take it very quickly. Just needs to storm them, they're clumped. No storm, Protoss just retreats, not throwing down any. Once again, so many Templars, so much energy.
There we go.
1. And a second one.
2. 3.
That Templar got storms down before he died, so I can't be too mad, but he could just storm all these lurkers easily and kill them all. Oh, Protoss standing back right now, giving Zerg a chance to spread this. And yeah, Beckel doing a great job trying to spread his money here, keeping it fairly low. And Hale doing a decent job as well, and mining from this 3rd. But look at this, did not remake cannons at this 3rd! So now Zerg gonna get in here, absolutely will kill this. And if Protoss tries to move over here, I feel like Zerg just comes in and attacks. Well, we'll see if that's what happens. Actually, the Nexus might die before he even gets over there. Well, you know what, maybe not.
I like this, you're accepting the Protoss point of view more
honestly,
and more.
If he right-clicks on that Nexus, if he had right-clicked on that Nexus, like, as soon as he killed the cannons, I think it would have died 100%. But as it stands still, keeping the pressure on, killing those cannons, didn't really lose that much. Look, dude, some ZVP games I watch, I want to accept the Protoss point of view, because sometimes Protoss is just not doing so well. Yeah. See,
no, this army is going to get weird position.
Well, I think if he can hit the natural and force Protoss to engage this lurker field, especially coming across this bridge, it's going to be a great engage for Zerg. Protoss pulls back, realizing there's no way to attack here. And yeah, this is going to be a disastrous engage for Protoss, coming in this narrow area. Oh my gosh, the lurkers are in position. Although they're a bit off to the side, it's half-decent storm. There's still lots of energy available. That's the only storm we've seen go down.
How many lurkers?
There we go. Well, he can storm more though. He's still got plenty of energy.
Starting to make some progress on this Zerg army, but there's so many reinforcements. And not too many coming out of Protoss. Look, there's like 13 Hydras coming.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, and what's left? Just Templar Dragoon. So you know the Protoss army's about to get taken out, and that's all that remains. Well, he can pick off this base at any time. Now he's just playing with his food, to be honest.
Yeah, this is the thing about lurker contains, is like they don't ever try to end the game. They just sit there and watch you suffer.
That's the nature of a contain, right? Alright, now. Oh, I had to confirm with people on the stream. This game is melee mode, so I will just say Inhale left the game and leave it at that.
Great to cast with jail.
We need like a roll on the CPL Discord. If you get Kesper Jail roll, then you immediately, you know, are muted everywhere. By the way, that makes it a 2-0, by the way, for Beckrell. So getting one back for United Emu Directorate. 1-1 for series so far. So we're going to jump to our 3rd series, and this is going to be an exciting one. I'll detail why once the game has started. Alright, in the top right, in the blue, we have Rabbit Roo, and the bottom right, in the red, we have Justice. Made a name like that. Justice for Pool Lifeguards, Rabbit Roo for United Emu Directorate. Now, Rabbit Roo joined CPL as Tier 3, but now he's looking to go up to Tier 2. He asked me, can I play Tier 2 this week? And so I obliged. I put him in because he's been doing pretty well in Tier 3. So this is his Tier 2 debut. We'll see if he can pull it off. Now, Justice, I don't know that well. Was Justice in CPL 7? I feel like they were.
I think this is just his first CPL, but he started at Tier 3 as well. I think this is his like second or third Tier 2 game.
Exactly. So both these players really moving up here. You know, the clash of the up-and-comers right now. And like I said, with a name like Justice, I mean, you know, he's got to win. I want him always make my team the good guy, but he's literally Justice. Like, there's nothing I can do, guys.
Exactly. Like, I feel like Justice is like should be the name of some Korean pro.
Oh, right? That's a great name, right?
And then like, but like they don't know what the word means, so they're just like the cheesiest, dirtiest player ever.
I guess. Well, I guess that's like Bisu for us, because it actually means like dagger, right? But I guess a lot of people probably don't know.
It does? Oh, I had no idea.
See, that's my point.
Oh my god, I just learned something. Yeah.
It just sounds cool if you know what it means or not, right? So it would totally work as a name for a Korean player. The problem is, I imagine most Koreans probably know English fairly well, so it's not quite the same dynamic in reverse, I have to say. So now we're finally hitting our casting prime. A Terran and a Protoss casting a TDP. We've got this called warpgates. So we should predict everything of 100% accuracy, right?
Right. Well, so this is like a very early probe scout here from Rabbit Root. Do you think this is like trying to get the lucky gas steal off?
Oh, for sure. Look, honestly, I say this every cast, but when I play Protoss, absolutely I go for the Island Scout, because if you just get the one scout, it just seems like a straight up advantage. Like, why would you not do that? Of course.
I don't know, because 2/3 of the time it doesn't work.
Okay, but then you're still getting a reasonably early scout, which is okay. Like, especially making this Zealot. You know, I like it even more with this Zealot, because the sooner you get the probe to the Terran base, the sooner you can start, like, messing with them and annoying them. And look at this, he's doing a cross scout here, which means he will get down to this Terran base.
Yeah.
Now, Justice doing an extremely defensive SimCity here. I don't think it's going to have any difficulty with this Zealot coming up at all. See, the thing is, I'd say about the SimCity is that you don't necessarily want to have your barracks like all the way back, because it means you have to put the factory down here, but this is like the most anti-zealot SimCity you could do, unless you put in the factory in some like extreme location or something, but you never want to do that. So
this is the 4PL Terran standard SimCity.
Is that right?
They all practice this,
Well, that's a good policy to have, because I think half of learning TVP at this level is surviving zealots, and SimCity is absolutely essential. So yeah, I like Justice's position so far. With the Zealot coming down, is not really going to be able to do much. I mean, well, let's see. Maybe Justice's micro isn't good, but all signs point to Terran advantage here. Probe even returned home, which I think is a bit of a mistake. You need it to help harass here. Even 3 Marines out already is kind of just a match for this with some SV assistance. But where are the SV assistants? The Zealot getting some hits. Ooh, he's going to go after SCVs, but with 3 Marines, I don't think he's going to get much.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 3 Marines is just enough. So, nicely done by Justice. Second gate comes up here, by the way, without an expansion. Interesting. Now, this is a very safe build. You see Protoss do sometimes the 1021. If Terran goes for any kind of one-base play, it's generally hugely advantageous, but with Terran so far looking like he's going to expand, I think it's just a little bit good for Terran. It's not bad for Protoss per se, but it's definitely not what you want to be doing.
I don't know. I think it's pretty rough for Protoss. Like, I know, like, you and I have had this discussion about 1015.
1015, like, a whole different kettle of fish.
1021 is like, okay, I can't even attack them. I just spend money and cut probes to get the second gateway out. Like,
I mean, look, if Terran has perfect intel, like he just got with that SCV, I guess, yeah, you're pretty screwed. But I feel like if, you know, Terran just doesn't scout in your base, he just sees there's no nexus, he's forced to get an eBay, it's kind of okay. I feel like Protoss is not happy in that position, but they're kind of okay. But yeah, now that he knows exactly what he's up against, I mean, this is pretty bad for Protoss for sure. Especially having gone for that Zealot and losing it, even went for the early scout. We see he's 3 probes behind at this point. And Terran just happily going up to siege mode. Terran hasn't really, you know, stressed about anything that Protoss is doing at this point in the game. He's just living his best life. Well, speaking of stressing about what the Protoss is doing though, starting to hit that bunker, but the tank is out in time already. And yeah, he's just going to be able to push that back, no problem. Oh, don't want to lose that goon. Okay, nice. He just gets the shields down. Got to be careful with that tank. This is
do not want that.
Sorry?
Oh yeah, you do not want to get that tank out of position. Like, I feel like the the only hope of a 10-21 build is that when you get this fourth goon that you snipe the tank. Like otherwise, like and speaking of, this tank is pretty far forward.
Well, no, that's not what I was going about. I think he wasn't building the CC for a minute. Look, you could try and dive on that tank, but with only 4 goons, I feel like every goon's gonna die with like the Marines in the bunker. If there's like 1 Marine in the bunker, sure, but this is 4 Marines in the bunker. That is gonna be a bad time if you try that. This SCV is still in the Protoss base though. Rabbit Roo needs to do something about this. If Terran has perfect intel, it's not that hard for them to figure out what they're gonna do. Okay, finally a goon gonna come in here. Robo coming up for Protoss, but it's pretty late given this is 2-gate then expand build. But alright, everything getting kind of back on track for both players here. I'd love to see Rabbit Roo just go take a third immediately. And look at that, the probe comes out. He heard me. Nice. Let's go United Emu Directorate.
Yeah, when you see that siege mode this early in the game, you know Terran's not going to hurt you for a while.
Well, even just going 2 gates and building a bunch of goons, I think it's a necessity.
Yeah.
And look, Terran is getting the turrets, which I'm not sure how I feel about, because he's scouted the Robo already. I feel like this is the time you cut a bit of corners here. You get the Armory Academy, or you get more factory if you want to push, or something like that. Because these turrets, honestly, are just an expense. That said, Terran has so much money, maybe I shouldn't be complaining. He really just needs to spend it on something, and turrets are okay, I suppose. Ooh, don't want to go in there. I guess he hadn't seen Terran Siege mode yet, so he's just checking. Too many Marines in the bunker, says Hellgate? What do you mean? What do you mean too many? They can only fit 4, it's got 4. Oh,
it's cramped. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well, for 100 minerals, they're only willing to chip in 25 minerals each. This is all they can get, okay? Rent is high. They can't afford to design a dropship.
Do you think like it would cost less minerals to build buildings if like they didn't bother like paint them and stuff?
Oh, for
or like
sure.
This bunker has 4 ramps. Like, what if we only put 2 ramps on it?
Well, that makes me think of like the Soviets in World War II. They didn't put seats in their tanks so they could make more. I mean, I think that's certainly a good idea. If they didn't bother all this red paint, if it was just like bare metal. Actually, on another note, when they were fighting in Stalingrad, they drove tanks out of the factory without painting them, so they would have just looked like, you know, unpainted metal miniatures. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So yeah, screw the paint, dude. Just get in there.
No, like the SCV is like putting on the finishing touches while goons are blasting the Terran base.
I mean, it happens a lot, honestly. It happens a lot. Oh my gosh, this observer gonna get taken out by this turret. Although it sees a whole bunch of factories. I think it saw a bunch of factories. It saw 4. Do you really need to see the 5th one? I think 4 is enough. I think Protoss should know what's happening here now. He already got a Citadel on the way, but I'd like to see a gateway explosion here. And honestly, I like Protoss' position. If he gives the correct response here, I think this is a good setup for Protoss, because this 3rd base is quite easy to defend for Protoss comparatively compared to maybe some other options in other maps. Because you only have to defend like 1 area, really, just this high ground and neo-natural. But we'll see if he... Yeah, okay, 4 gates in production. I think Rabbit Roo is switched on. He knows what's going on here. Even cutting probe production as well. But his probe count is remarkably low, so, I mean, is it really enough to hold this? I mean, I don't know. You are supposed to cut probes when you're up against this on 3 bases, but I don't know. Does he need a few more? He's making a few more.
I'm not sure. Like, this is one of my weak points. Like, I know, like, 4-fac, you panic and cut probes.
Well,
and with 6-fac, you, like, keep making probes for a little bit.
Oh, I think
I'm not sure when.
I think any time that Terran's hitting before you have your tech, you're just powering on 8 gates, not making any probes. I think makes total sense. Now, disengage. I mean, he gets a tank, but for 2 goons, I mean, that's an okay trade for Terran. I don't think you want to be taking this much damage on your goons. You really need to buy a lot more time. But he's forced to retreat all the way because he took so much damage there. A lot more goons are available though, so maybe it's all right. Terran needs to keep the army together. Now, Zealots on the way with a lot of. What was I going to say? A lot of Zealots on the way with Zealot legs almost done. I want to check if that gateway works. I think it does, but I don't know. And look at these goons getting good engaged to these vultures. Okay, the Zealot does pop out. And look at this, is a good spread for Protoss here. Terran getting in pretty close, needs to start sieging up. If Protoss pulls the trigger, like, it looks like Terran going to have time to siege up. Protoss kind of sitting idle here. Where is the Observer? I don't see an Observer here. Protoss choosing to engage with the Mine, doing huge damage. The Speed Zealot's coming in at a good time though. The
oh my god, big Mine Drag.
Mines are no one's friends, as you like saying. But,
exactly.
well, oh my god, actually, looks like Protoss just going to devastate this somehow. Well, okay, maybe it's more of like a stalemate, because these tanks will do a lot more damage. But honestly, that's not good enough for Terran. Terran cannot keep this push going like this, I don't think. Because, yeah, reinforcements will pop out. And the smaller scale the engagement gets, the more it tends to favour Protoss. So I think this push has been negated. Furry's trouble. Terran killed a lot of Protoss army, I suppose, but he lost all of his own tanks. So I don't know where you go from here. You have to go home and lick your wounds, start getting an armory and trying to play from 2 base. Nicely done by Rabbit Roo. Didn't hesitate or, you know, make any abortive attacks. Just kind of went in there and did it. But where is the tech for Protoss as well? Protoss, no Templar yet. Not probing again yet. Okay, just starts, they say that. So, honestly, both players in a pretty similar situation, despite Terran failing an attack.
Yeah.
And look, Terran going to be able to take this third pretty easily. My god. Terran needs to get across there with these Vultures and start attacking, because there's only 1 Dragoon. You could kill a lot of Zealots.
There's exactly one goon.
Yeah, you could kill every Zealot. Oh no, are we lagging? Okay, I thought we were dropping.
Just a little bit, but it's fine now.
Okay, as long as the stream's still up.
Okay. And the tech is being continued here by Rabbit Roo, or at least the archives. I don't see a Stargate.
Well,
this could be
Arbiters. Yeah, it could be that drop style. Although we'd want to see a support base, surely. Shuttle speed. I expect he's going to go Arbiters here. I think the Stargate is just forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a relevant rhyme here.
Nope.
Oh, you don't? Archives with your Stargate, or your Arbiters will be late.
Nice, nice.
Now, that's it. Again, no guarantee he's going to go for Arbiters. Maybe he's just doing a Zealot Goon style with a few Templars in a shuttle. Like, say you just get a handful of Templars, you don't really need shuttle speed, right? You're not doing that mass drop style. Who knows? That's very old school, though, and generally not very strong. Now, Protoss really been slacking on the probes here since that push, and we see Terran is ahead in workers. Terran has only just started this CC. I was really wondering how long that was going to take. But Terran economy definitely ahead here. I mean, I guess I can't really say that with him not mining this third yet, but I still feel like, you know, in terms of where the Terran and the Protoss need to be at for it to be an even game, I'm saying Terran is ahead. Building exit is blocked. I believe he tried to make a goon from those inner gateways, so this layout not the best for Rabbit Roo. Very compact in terms of how many gateways you can fit, but you can only make Zealots from those inner ones, so not ideal. You know what, something I actually don't know? Are Templars bigger or smaller than Zealots? I know DTs are slightly bigger in one dimension, but Templars?
So I think Templars are slightly bigger. Like, they can fit between these gateways, but if the gateways are not perfectly lined up like this, they'll get stuck on the corners.
Interesting. Oh yeah, I know they can fit between horizontally, but that still doesn't necessarily answer the question, because so can DTs, but they can't fit through certain walls that Zealots can.
I think they're just a bit bigger.
Okay, so it is
maybe like rounder.
Here. It is going to be Storm here. You know, I actually kind of like this. If he goes for a timing, just with Storm and like one shuttle. Well, hang on, hold that thought. Who needs Storm? Who needs shuttles? He's actually just moving across the map. Not really sure what prompted this. Terran in a pretty fortified position, but the mines are getting cleared up. Does Protoss have enough to just break through?
I don't know. There's quite a few tanks here, but they're not all siege, and all the vultures are dead, along with the mines, I guess. These Zealots are just going to get top of these tanks,
I think this is GG, because he's getting pushed back from this third. He's probably never going to take it back. We lost so many tanks here. What even just happened? I don't understand what we just saw. I don't understand, A, why Rabbit Roo even attacked just then, or B, why that worked so well, because it didn't really look that good for Protoss. Like, what?
Get Protoss.
I don't know what we just saw, but Rabbit Roo just... My god. That's it. Again, no GGs today. This is the day of no GGs.
That one...
Yeah, I know it's top versus bottom, but still. So... I feel like you're watching a boxing match and like everything's going fine, and then one player just suddenly knocks out the other, and you're like, "What? What just happened?" Like, that's what just happened. I don't even understand.
Yeah.
Help me understand. I've got to watch back the VOD afterwards and be like, "What?" Because like he had the mines, he had the turrets. Protoss had invested in tech and hadn't even used it yet. Good lord.
Yeah, it's a classic PvT where you expand and tech and make units and kill them all at the same time.
Right, and get some carriers too. Why not?
Yeah.
All right. In game 2 here, in the top right, in the red, we have Rabbit Roo. And the bottom right, in the brown, we have Justice. Rabbit Roo up 1 game in this best of 3. So, like I was saying, Justice has to be the good guy. So, has he been done an injustice by losing that game? Would you say?
Right.
Now, here we are on Butter. I swear when we started playing this map in CPL, everyone was doing proxies. I think that's calmed down a bit. I remember...
Well, yeah, not people, like, know the map. Like, they don't feel like it happened.
Well, it's good for proxies, right? If you know the map anyway.
Yeah.
I remember I had a bit of an unfortunate situation in my first week game where my opponent hosted on the wrong version, and we started
Yeah, there were several of those.
Yes, but the thing of what happened is, we started playing, and he'd already started doing a proxy, and I didn't scout it, but I knew because I scouted his name.
Right.
But I'd already been going for a wall, so I was pretty happy with that. But then the second game, the exact same thing happened. I still lost, by the way. But it was like, I guess it's kind of honorable of him to still do the same thing, but at the same time, like, is that wise?
That's just what he practiced, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's a good point.
So I was playing in the BSL Chobo League, and they have an even newer version of Butter.
Oh. Does it have BSL all over it?
Yeah. But also, like, I think there's, like, the real changes. Like, there's an egg in the natural choke.
Ooh. I like that.
And then like it's like Sylphid, where it has like the rocks in the natural choke, so you can't completely wall off the whole thing.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah.
As a Terran player, I disapprove.
And then at the thirds, the gas is positioned differently, so it's not like in the side entrance.
Right. That's probably wise also. Well, hopefully one day in CPL we can use such technology. But for now, we're stuck with, what is this, Butter 1.1? I don't know. Hey, I have an objection to this map. How come all the dead units in the sand are Terran?
Look, that's because this is Core Hall, which is
I guess.
a Terran planet, right?
Okay, but like, maybe the Protoss came here and got messed up. I don't know, like... Where's the Terran pride? Can't it be like, yeah, they tried to attack and we kicked their ass? No, instead it's like,
no.
He's this Terran planet. Look at all the dead Terrans in the sand.
Yeah.
Look, those are like SCV arms over here. This is messed up. God.
Oh, that is what those are.
Yeah.
It's the little like fusion cutters.
This map is horrifying. This tile set is horrifying. It's got all sorts of messed up stuff, like the freaking mouth in the ground. Do you know the one I mean? A
Starlight Pit kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Okay, Protoss once again going for this 1021, or 1020 in this case, I suppose. Seems like that's just his practice build. And it worked out game 1, and you were right about this being the designated 4 Pool Lifeguards Sim City. Now, the thing is on this map, because you have no ramps, you do have to get out there and make that bunker. It looks like exactly what it's going to do. We saw no Zealot from Rabbit Roo this time. I think that's a good adaptation when, the first game you just kind of saw your opponent was ready for that. It's going to come up and put some pressure on, but so far, pretty pedestrian game. I wonder what the historically most boring game of Brood War ever played was.
I don't know. It must be like, so it must be a TVT, like where they just like drew tank lines and just waited.
Oh well, I can't think of that one pro game on Sniper's Ridge. I don't remember the players where they did just draw tank lines and then they just both making wraiths, and at some point one player attacked and won, and that was the game. And this is like a famous game now, which really bugs me because it's like the worst TVT imaginable. And Sniper's Ridge is just a terrible map for TVT, probably. Dude, there's a firebat down there too. God damn.
Oh, where's the firebat?
Above the Protoss gateways.
Oh yeah, look at that.
God, it's like they got buried alive because they explode when they die. So the only way that's God damn. Well, once again, Terran just happily expanding, letting Protoss get these double gates. I mean, I think Terran's gonna be very happy with that. Now, I'm surprised we don't see any pressure on the bunker. Honestly, this is a bit of a mistake. You got to get every bit of minerals you can here. Now the tank is out. He's missed that window. But that said, with 4 Marines coming up, you can potentially come to snipe this tank. How many Marines you got? Only 3 Marines this time, but that's still formidable. I'm not trying to skimp with 1 or 2. I remember there was a period where pros were trying to put just 1 Marine in the bunker, and pros figured it out and started just attacking. Yeah. it kind of seems technically possible, but then it's like, actually, you could actually put something in there. Bunker is not like a magic spell that just defends no matter what. Except in TVZ. It's a different matter.
Right.
Well, Rabbit Rouge is sticking with the same build so far, and so is Justice. And it's a good way to learn. You just get really good at one thing. Oh, look at this. He's coming in now. Sees the siege mode, but he doesn't care. He's going in.
Goons.
They're not attacking.
They're all stuck on the bunker.
Well, he will get that tank anyhow.
There we go. Yeah.
Well, 2 goons for a tank's not bad, but it's going to be more than one
this
tank.
Other one.
Uh-oh.
No.
Okay, Terran's in serious trouble. No, don't target the SCV. Hit the tank. Okay, well, I would have said Terran's in serious trouble, but a bit of mistargeting there, and now getting finished off. I mean, okay. Yeah... I think that's pretty good for Terran. 6 goons for 2 tanks. I mean, look, it does put back Terran, like, building up the tank count, but at the same time, like, what does Protoss really have going on for them here? They're down in workers. SCV's attacking. They're behind on tech because this robo's so late. I mean, I don't really feel like Protoss has any advantage right now. I feel like if you market that a bit better, picked off the second tank and pulled back with 2 goons, it would have been great, but...
Yeah.
Losing all 6, no way. Yeah, SCV's the last unit you want to target with a goon. It takes more goon shots to kill a goon or an SCV. I guess it's...
A goon is like 9, I think.
Okay, fair
enough. And SCV is 6, so it's not too much more.
Okay. We'll keep him with the theme of justice. I guess it was only fair that those goons died for their crimes of aggression. Oh, damn, the lag again.
Uh-oh.
Warpgates, what you doing to me?
Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. Did my voice cut out for a second?
Yeah.
As far as I can see, the stream is okay.
Maybe I lag. Yeah.
I'm reserving all rights to blame you for absolutely anything that happens.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Welcome to co-casting with Neblime. You have no rights. Okay, so Armory coming up this time. So Justice probably not going for the 2-base push this time. But honestly, 2-base push on this map does seem a bit dicey because you've got a long way to go and there's a lot of counterattack options. That said, at the same time, you can build turrets in a lot of places, so it kind of seems alright. But that said, he's not choosing to go for right now. Protoss again doing the most pedestrian build possible with 3-8 orbs. Oh wait, or is he? I lied. He got the Citadel for the 3rd base here. Now, given how delayed Protoss was, it's actually like a normal Citadel timing if you open 3-8 orbs, but he doesn't actually have a Nexus. That's the kind of result of everything that's happened here. So he's going for like a 3-base Arb timing, assuming he's going Arbiter, but with less economy. Yeah, Terran throwing down more factories after all anyway.
Oh man, this 3rd Nexus, like, this happens to me a lot when I get my build messed up, where I'm like, well, I just need 400 minerals.
And then you're just waiting.
Yeah.
You gotta spend
and then
money,
I'm like,
right?
well, I don't want to cut probes, so I start making probes, right?
Well, there's no point making 3 gateways if you're not making 3 units, right?
Right. And you keep doing that, it just takes forever to actually go for that 400 minerals.
Oh, and now this is what happens. When you take too long, this is what happens. Are you gonna kill that?
Yep,
Jeez, don't play with your food, Vulture. That's just cruel. Oh dear. You know, I was just looking at the screen. I didn't realize that was coming, and it just kind of scooted into my vision because I was quite zoomed in.
I think that these mines don't actually block the Nexus.
I feel like the top one, it looks like it doesn't, but I think it barely does. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but I don't know. I feel like it probably does. But we might find out in a minute. Yeah, Terran's getting some map control of these vultures. Got up to 3 factories, second shop coming up. Ooh, and a starport. Nope, that's not a starport. That is a command center. I was a little bit off the mark. Just a little. Okay, so it looks like Terran going to try and float up to the, I guess you call it 4 o'clock. I don't like this, quite frankly. It's a long way to get to that base. I'd prefer... Ooh, Rip Observer. If he powered more on 2 bases first, I think it'd be a lot safer. Because you have to extend so far away to get to this. That said, Protoss doesn't have that formidable an army at this time, so he might be able to pull it off, but just in principle, I'm not a fan. Oh, look, there was a starport. I didn't lie to you.
Well, you kind of have to extend to get to both 3rd bases, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I'm not saying I dislike the choice of 3rd base. I'm just saying I don't like taking the 3rd base and 3 factories at all.
Okay.
Yeah. About which one to go to, I mean, I guess this one's better because you wall off that ramp and it's way more impenetrable. I don't know. Oh, we're never going to get to test those mines. Oh, well, that goon tested their function. Ouch. And then being brought back to life just to be sent in to blow up mines.
Yeah.
You'd be so pleased. You'd be like, a second chance. I can do it. By the way, Protoss only starting to mine second gas just now, so the Citadel I mean, presumably just for zealot speed here, but if you're only on 4 gates, I really question that.
Yeah, I think the build from everybody's just a bit confused here, but like it looked really strong in game 1. Like it was the right reaction to the 5 fact, right? So maybe it's just a different scenario that everybody's not quite as comfortable with.
In game 1, Protoss was able to get up more.
This Texas is not quite on the spot.
Oh dear. Dude, we gave you a guideline. What's your excuse?
Yeah, there's literally little bushes.
Come on.
No.
Well, he didn't want to crush the bushes at the top, I guess. Well, this is unfortunate. Building exit is blocked. Why am I not surprised? Oh dear.
Rip.
You don't get that as not the host, do you?
No.
Well, it's the second game it's happened. Referee needs to either be diligent about not making goofs in the central gate or stop doing this layout. I mean, Chill's on our team, and he's the master of Protoss base layout, so should recruit him for advice. Okay, the ZCC has landed, and I think Protoss none the wiser after losing that Observer. The Observer, like, family is just hanging out in the middle of the map, not seeing much right now. I feel like if Protoss knew about this, it wouldn't be that hard to either break it or pull Terran out of position and attack somewhere else. Not that the Protoss army is that formidable, but again, Terran's just so spread out. I mean, look at this spread right now. Yeah.
Like, I think you just need a depot wall at this third base to have any chance of holding it.
Well, I mean, whether you need it to defend or not, then why would you not get it, right?
Right.
It's not like you're about to push through that tiny ramp later when you've got this entire breach.
Yeah.
Obviously, so later when you transfer your SCVs, they don't screw up. Alright, Protoss finally transferring SCVs to the third, as Terran could have done so like a minute ago, but this is just a scenic command center. Just for the comsat, you see. I'm just looking at the comsat, like, do they have to spin like that? Holy crap. You know, it'd be cool if the comsat had an active animation when it scanned, like it just made a little jerk or something. That'd be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Protoss seems dedicated to this gateway style.
Oh, no. It keeps blocking in more gateways.
Well, if you only make zealots, it's not a problem. So let's see. No Templar archives yet that I've seen. Oh, wait. No. Never mind. Never mind. That's not even cast a curse, that's just cast an incompetence. Yeah. 5 Templars on the way!
Oh, boy.
Wow, there is going to be a severe weather warning for Justice in this game. He's going to need an umbrella or something. You know, he's fortifying this third as best he can. No turrets here, strikingly. I feel like a Stormbrook could be devastating, let alone Zealot Bomb or anything like that. At any rate, I really want to see shuttles from the Protoss. I feel like this Storm strategy... Wait a minute, why is Protoss' probe count so low? Did we miss some Vulture Harasser? Did he just not make probes? Look at his natural.
I think a ton of probes at the natural were just transferred to the third. I don't think that many probes have been killed.
Speaking of third, Protoss trying to come up here. Now, there's not that much here, but again, this has been pretty inefficient for Protoss. The Vulture's coming in distracting. Terran able to turn reinforcements. I think this is a disaster for Protoss. Oh yeah, no, he's getting cleaned up here. And as we were just mentioning, he does not have the work account to recover from this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is a catastrophe. SCVs even holding the line, brave SCVs. Honestly, Justice defended that really well. Let alone it was probably going to fail if Justice didn't do much, but he'd like got the reinforcements there, pulled the SCVs, attacked the Vulture from the side. That could not have gone better for Terran or worse for Protoss, I don't think. Now,
really
like
rough.
I was saying, yes, the pro production, I guess, has just been lacking, which is surprising, because last game it was okay, I thought. And he stopped at a really low number here. Meanwhile, Terran going a bit past the mark. What?
So, if you look at the gateways, they actually wall off on the bottom left, so this goon cannot figure out how to get out of the space.
Well, he can
I think it might actually be stuck.
If he kills the gateway, he can get out. Oh, it can get out. It just it's a long way and through a lot of probes, so I don't think he's going to do it on his own. He needs some help there. Okay, well, it remains to be seen what Terran's playstyle is here, if they're going to go for a push. I assume Terran's been scanning the tech, and that explains why there's no like recall defense or anything, which is fine if Protoss isn't actually making Arbiters. And he's still not. You know, it's a bit of an anti-timing from Protoss as well, because he hit before his Storms already, after he'd invested so much money in them.
Oh, here we go. The gateway is being torn down.
Yeah, it's a necessity, unfortunately. And we see there's plenty of space in the space he could have used. Well, surprisingly, one thing going okay for the Protoss upgrades, but Terran +2 is finished. And he's able to rebuild a formidable ground army without investing into any tech, but if the engagements just keep going like that, I mean, the Terran army is just superior if you don't have some kind of advantage here. Well, that sounds like a pointless sentence, but you know what I mean, right? You need some kind of gimmick, I feel like, to beat the Terran army in an engagement.
Right, it's very hard to do it with just gateway units unless you get like a.
Well, what I'm saying is you can't win in a fair fight, I guess.
Right, right.
You don't challenge the Terran army to honorable combat and wait till they're ready. You know, that's the source for defeat.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this mine. This zealot, don't activate it. Okay. Jeez. Okay, these units have no idea how much danger they're in right now.
Just waiting for like the probe transfer later.
Oh my god. Don't even say that. Well, Protoss has already elected a different 4th base here. One more probe got made. The count's still extremely low. Terran's still just sitting back though. Terran is maxed, but not looking like moving out. Oh, I say it, but of course, immediately. Needs to unsiege a lot of these tanks and bring with him though if he wants to attack. 2 vessels available and EMP. And with no arbiters, this is going to be devastating. Just EMPing all the Templars and just the army in general can be huge. Where are those scans going down? Oh, scans the 4th. That's not really that impactful. Honestly, as Terran, I don't feel like knowing that helps you, but seeing that is nice, knowing that Protoss economy is not great, that their 4th is just finishing now. So I guess it seems Protoss is determined not to tech this game. But if that's the case, you need some aggression, and goddamn, you need economy. I'm looking at this natural. It's just a painful sight for the eyes. The Protoss natural. You need more.
Yeah. But you know what? It leaves more supply for our army. I mean, there are 83 workers.
I mean, I suppose.
On the Terran side, right? So there's 40 more army supply right now.
You're not wrong about that, but I just doubt that that was the intention.
Right, right.
And, you know, all else being equal, if you play well, it's better to have a smaller army and, you know, remax and attack again, I think. Because this means you're relying on, like, winning once, and if you don't win once, you're kind of screwed. Now, here he goes. He's going to try it, it looks like. Now, all these units need to get organized, because if they come in a single file stream, it's going to be a disaster. Terran able to move across secure this 4th with relative ease. Now, that said, the army's a little bit out of position. There's a big minefield, though. And Terran, I think, just has enough. Alright, here we go. The Zealots coming in, clearing up the mines. Not even concerned about hitting them with degrees, just going straight in there. Templars available with Storm. Well, Storm's a tank. It's a good Storm, I guess. Yeah, there you go. Nice Storms in the Vultures. Oh, huge Storms going down now on the Terran. I'm trying to reinforce. That's massive damage. EMP finally goes down, getting some of these Templars in the back. Looks like Terran has enough to hold, but the Storms on the tanks are huge. I think there's still some Templars of energy.
Oh my god, how is this fight going so well for Protoss?
Right. Well, is he going to break through? No way. These vessels still have a lot of energy. I'd love to see a D-Matrix on that tank. Well, EMP is good too. You know, this bunker is actually going to hold back this Protoss army for the moment. The Goons have to range this, because with EMP, I think it's actually take a lot of stuff out. I bet it's hitting that Zealot. Uh-oh. I tell you, these
repair on the bunker.
Oh, Storm on the SCVs, though. Justice doesn't want to see his SCVs die. He just leaves the game. I mean, is that...
I cannot believe that went so well for Protoss.
Yeah. Again, Rabbit Brew just, like, picks an arbitrary time, just runs in and kills the Terran. Like, I don't understand what we just saw. Look, that said, it was a better executed attack than it might have been, you know? He threw out the Storms in the right places at the right times, and his units were able to all come in at once. You know, actually, if I think about it, a lot of the time at this level, the problem Protoss has is they don't engage with their entire army. But we saw in both games, Rabbit Roo was able to bring absolutely everything, and that just shows how important that is, that even though he wasn't doing anything else remarkable, just bringing everything and making sure it's all attacking was actually just enough to take him out. So that's a 2-0 for Rabbit Brew as well.
Yeah, I wish my PBTs looked like that. Instead, it's me attacking constantly and I lose every fight.
Well, to be honest, even at your level, I have a question. You look at your engages, do you reckon you have all of your army in? Because I've seen it a lot in Tier 0 too.
Yeah, I mean, generally, like, I should have left the unit behind because there's also Vultures in my base at the same time.
It's true. Well, that's what you got cannons for, right? But again, that's why you need more probes.
Exactly, see? It's all
makes sense. Alright, in the bottom left, in the grey, we have Ocelotta, and the top left, in the pink, we have Packrat. It looked like I just changed the colours because their bases look exactly the same, the Overlord's on the same path. Let me see if I can get it. I gotta like line this up perfectly, hang on. It's really hard.
Doing the camera hockeys.
I'll keep trying to do that in a second. But in the grey Ocelotta for United Emu Directorate, and Packrat here for Full Pool Lifeguards. I'm going to keep trying this, guys, alright? Because you know there's nothing to do for a minute. There it is, almost. You guys feel sick in chat? So, we have a ZVZ to finish off tonight. This is going to be our last series. So, I guess ending with the short one. Well, I say that, but I don't know what happened to this series. Could be the epic 2-hour-long ZVZ.
Oh, I did it on my screen. I got the hatchery. It's perfectly lined up.
Nice.
It does not help you, but I did.
Good job, though. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, but anyway, I can tell you, knowing Packrat, I can tell you that this will not turn into a long game.
Actually, you know what? You're absolutely right. If I think of... In fact, funnily enough, it was Packrat versus Beckrel, I remember, where Packrat was just coming hard with a lot of Lings and Mutas. And I don't even remember who won the series, but it was a great series. Because that's funny, because we cast Beckrel today.
Yeah.
But yes, I think you're right about that. Packrat's a pretty aggressive player. Sometimes with Lings, but also with Mutas. He's not limited to just Ling or Lings, okay? So let's not throw that out there. Now, both players going for the same build here. 9-ball gas, which, as I'm sure you know, warpgates is the best build in the game.
Yeah.
So, we'll see if they both go for one-hatch Muta. That'd be a very interesting game. In that scenario, is it possible for either player to expand ever, or are you just locked into like a brutal Muta knife fight?
The thing is, like, it's so risky to attack when you have like one less Muta.
Yeah.
That I feel like players, like, we often see players just chilling at home, like each with their own like pack of Mutas. So if you expand the expansion up during one of those periods, like, I think you get a big advantage.
But do you have the economy to expand? I mean, are you limited by lava there that you can expand? What if...
Yeah, I feel like if you're on like one hatch Muta, like, I feel like you're gonna run out of gas before you run out of mineral. So eventually
builds are precisely mirrored right now. Although,
you're right. Yeah.
Oscillator makes a drone. That means he's gonna lose the game, guys.
Well, too greedy.
The Lings are literally both going cross. Are they gonna miss each other? Are you kidding me? What is this game? Oh my god.
Wow.
They just... Wow.
You think they could, like, see the footprints of the Lings or something?
That would be amazing if that was a feature.
Yeah.
Only in ZVZ.
Exactly.
Oh my god,
like
they miss each other again!
Mail each other. Wow.
Oh my
what are the odds of this? Oh my god.
This is crazy.
And they both go cross first. That's really funny.
Someone clip this. This is crazy. Yeah, look at that. They're both going to find the Overlord. Oh no, Ocelota's Overlord is sneaky though. But I mean, Packrat knows he's not on the top right, so anyway. So are they... Is this going to be a base race? Hang on a minute. What do they have to defend? Okay, so more Lings going to pop out for both players, so maybe not? I know it's going to be close. Now, Ocelota's saying 2 Lings here. Doesn't want to lose these in a fight. Well, I guess it's going to be 1 for 1. No, it's not. Unfortunate. So, well, if he can clean these up though. But Packrat going for the attack at the same time. What has Ocelota got? He's only got 2 Lings of his own. Oh my gosh, Ling action going down on both ends of the map right now. This is just...
There's a stunk in the base of Packrat. If Packrat keep the stunk alive.
That said, Packrat is kind of idling his Lings, so it might not matter.
Packrat attack!
There we go, he's finally coming in. A few more Lings pop, but that's not enough. Okay, so you have a sunk, yes, but does it really matter if every drone is
There's one drone.
And, like, well, that said though, Ocelota has nothing and he's just running.
Oh
if Ocelota, like, fought with the drones and, like, won the fight, maybe? Wait, what? Where is he going? Is he going to attack with those?
I think he must be.
No, I don't know about this. Damn, I feel like Ocelota could have taken this if he just fought with the drones and survived with 2 drones. His opponent has 1, he would have a pretty good advantage, but now his layer's going to die. Well, or his Lings will. It's his choice. Okay, the drone's coming back. Oh, catches the hatching Lings. That's huge. I think that might be game. Well, here come the drones again.
There we go.
Oh, trying to get the engage. Trying to bait him in for the mineral war. Actually gets a pick off there. Oh, loses his own Ling though. Now trying to do the damage.
Oh, but the Lings of Packrat, like half of them are fighting the lair and the other half are fighting the drones. I think the drones might have enough.
No, the drones are gonna die.
No.
The drones are gonna die. That's GG.
Oh my god.
Or are they?
And Packrat is making 2 more drones. It's gonna be a huge lead. 3-2.
That's what it looks like right now.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I think, like, isn't it like 3 drones is all you need to make constant Lings out of 1 hatch rate?
That's probably correct.
Yeah.
I don't know precisely. Honestly, it's still remarkably close. Now, that said, Packrat has no Lings. Okay, there's 1 Ling left, but Ocelota has 4. Is 4 Lings enough to run in and snipe a drone to 1 sunk? I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, it's going to depend on the micro.
Well, he's only bringing 2, so that's not very good.
No, that's not gonna be it.
Yeah. I guess he has to defend from that one rogue ling on the map. Well, not it's on the map, but it might be. Actually, you can see it was Overlord. What am I even saying? Oh, 2v1, let's go. Oh, damn, this is such an intense game. Well, I said it was going to be a knife fight, but I didn't envision this. God.
It's a knife fight, like both players have lost an arm at this point. Like,
No, you know what this is like? This is like you broke the window and you don't even have a big piece of glass. You just found like a little shard and you're trying to kill someone. That's what
it's a little like safety glass, like fragment.
Ooh, Packrat getting the engage there, picking off 2 lings for nothing. Now Ocelot are in trouble. Now the drone count is even, but Packrat does have this sunken here. Both players just droning up again. Alright, and now it goes into the 2-hour-long TVZ from here.
There you go, there you go.
That'd be amazing.
Amazing.
Alright, well, Packrat's lings heading back. Gonna come in for another round. So Ocelot are forced to make a round of lings, which is not what he wants to do. But I think he should be able to defend here. Maybe that lair being hurt. I wonder if that'll come into play here.
Yeah, that's some pretty serious damage on that.
Yeah. I wonder if, you know, remember half his lings were fighting the lair, half were fighting the drones. If he really committed to the lair, do you think he might have got it? Because the game would absolutely be over if he did that.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance that if those lings were all focused in one fight, they were.
Well, nonetheless, Packrat may or may not be in a winning position anyway. We'll see. Spire coming down for Packrat. Ocelot presumably not far behind. Looks like he's about to start it. Not sure what he's waiting for. There you go. Close enough.
Do you think the Spire should be like behind the minerals?
You can't fit
to limit the surface area. Like not like 100%, but like this whole like corner. Yeah.
For Packrat, he has a great spot, but I mean, for Ocelot, where exactly do you put that? Do you put it by the pool? Because he doesn't have a sunk. That isn't even necessarily better. I don't know. Probably it's slightly better, but I don't know. For Packrat, definitely, I think there's a better position. But anyway, yeah, Packrat has a great spot actually. Just you can't see it, but people on the stream can see it behind the minerals there. Nonetheless, I don't know if this game's going to come down to that. Well, maybe. Here come Ocelot as lings. I don't think Ocelot can get anything done against this sunk though, and that sunk does barely cover that spire.
This is 8 lings. Oh, but there's also lings. A Packrat on the spire.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to go for drones though. Now, that's risky because if he does lose all his lings and gets counterattacked, he has no sunken of his own. Well, ZVZ, I don't know what's happening. Okay, looks like Ocelot is winning.
Classic.
But again, I mean, it's a fine trade. He hasn't really accomplished anything either though. He didn't kill any drones, didn't hit the spire, which, you know, I don't think was an option anyway. So far, so neutral. How is this game so even, says Fuzzy Branch? I know, this is crazy. Okay, so Packrat has the mutas like, I don't know, 20 seconds faster, which I don't think is enough to get to Ocelot's base and do anything, but it could be decisive if they engage in the middle of the map or something. Oh, you know what? Actually, a big deal, a huge deal, is that Ocelot is going to lose this Overlord, whereas Packrat's already headed out.
Oh, yeah, that is a big deal here. Like, well, this Overlord a Packrat, we're long gone.
Both of them have a mineral bank, but it is 1 lava that Ocelot has to spend. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. And I don't feel like Ocelot can really go get that Overlord, because by the time he's done, Packrat's mutas will be in his base. I guess you can get a hatchery in this scenario, even with the devastating economic damage. God damn, this is a crazy game. Okay, Overlord going down. Is Ocelot going to start that thing? Oh no, what's he doing with his mutas? Just get them in position.
Like trying to look for the Packrat Overlord, I think.
Alright, Scourge coming up here. 3 mutas coming versus 2 for Ocelot. Now, the hatchery of Ocelot can tank a lot, so I don't think you should be worried about that. Here they come. Will the Scourge hatch in time? They're taking just a bit too long here. I think Packrat's going to take this engage and then win the game. That's what it looks like right now.
3 mutas is better than 2 mutas.
Oh, but Scourge...
Oh, even pull back the injured one?
Well, they needed to spread their attacks there, so...
Right.
2 mutas still better than 1 muta. Oh, but hang on.
Ooh.
Wait, is he going to survive with these Scourge? Come on, kill a drone. Okay, he gets a drone, which might be enough.
Yeah, which is still a big deal.
Oh my god. Micro, yes, save it. Save it. Oh my god. Run away. This is crazy right now. Wait, there's another Mutalisk. What's it doing? Get in there. Dude, is this Packrat Mutalisk going to survive? Where does it have to run to? It doesn't have enough buddies to save it. Like,
it has to like run to other mutas and hope that it screws up the Scourge AI or something.
Oh my god. Okay, there's a lot of mutas for Packrat. Well,
oh my god.
His friends aren't going to help him. Oh. There was no saving him. Is this 4 Mutalisks left for Packrat? Oh dear. Whereas Ocelot only has 1.
Yeah,
and 2
1. Right.
Now here's the thing, if you spread the Scourge 1 per muta, you can do a lot, but He needs a few mutas at least of his own. Okay, here we go. Looks like another fight's going to go down. Second muta comes out for Ocelot. Certainly doesn't have enough right now. More Scourge are hatching. Ocelot going to run out of gas soon though. But that's the thing, his hatchery's up sooner. If he can just get this extractor, he can keep making more and more Scourge. Here comes the engagement. Oh, here we go. Oh, nice Scourge hits so far, but still 2 versus 3. Link's taking some hits, doing what they can. More Scourge about to pop out. Looks like Ocelot can commit to take this engagement. Packrat going to clean those up, but will he once again be deflected by these Scourge? Oh, nice!
Oh man,
right there.
that was a lead for the Blueser here. Meanwhile, Packrat. Oh, no, Packrat!
Well, it might have been over, it might not. Who can say?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't feel like that game was over. I don't even know what to say there, but that was so stressful. I probably would have left too, so I didn't have a heart attack.
Yeah.
And Ocelot was probably at the advantage there, having his natural done, but damn, it was just so close though. Gosh. That was a crazy ZVZ. Look, I know I didn't coin the term about Zerg being a knife fight, but ZVZ being a knife fight, but give me that like glass shard analogy. That's mine now.
There you go. Yeah, they were down to like 1 versus 2 drones during that game.
Yeah, and still Ocelot came back. That's crazy. Alright, here we are in game 2. In the top right, in the pink, we have Packrat. And the bottom right, in the grey, we have Ocelot. Ocelot up one game in this best of 3. Ocelot for United Emu Directorate. Packrat here in the pink for 4 Pool Lifeguards. Oh, and speaking of 4 pools, you got to pull it out.
Let's go. Let's go. Team Pride.
But Butter? Why Butter?
I don't know, probably just because it's game 2.
Do you go 12 hatch on Butter? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
A Terran and a Protoss try and figure out ZV.
Yeah, right. I have no idea what the builds are gonna like. Why you go?
We're gonna solve it. I will say one thing I do know is that when there's no ramp, a hatch first, whether it's 10 or 12, is stronger. And the rush distance is pretty long, so you know what? Maybe it makes sense. Maybe it makes sense that you would go for that here. Now, Ocelot is still not committed one way or the other. Oh, he does get the Overlord, so not going for a 9 pool here, which is of course the best option against 4 pool. Well, we'll see. Basically, we're just waiting to see what Ocelot does. That's all that really matters right now. Oh my god, well, you know this game's going to be a short one.
Sure. Yeah, it's not going to be a 9 pool. Or an over pool.
No over pool. It's getting dicier and dicier. Can you survive with a 12 pool? I feel like you can. Last chance, Ocelot. Uh-oh.
My god.
No, he's going hatch first, man. He's going hatch first. If he makes it in base, I want to give him something here. That drone looks like he's going to make it in base. Okay, alright. So he has a shot here. Needs to throw down that pool ASAP, though. I mean, okay, do you have a shot here, though, or am I just lying? Is this possible?
Well, we are going to find out.
I mean, the pool's going to take so long. I don't know, man. I think Packrat's just gonna kill him.
Surely, unless there's some godlike drone micro.
Yeah, it's possible, I suppose. Man, the Lynx look so weird vertically if you look at their little heads.
Oh, their hands too are.
I mean, obviously their hands are the thing everyone picks on, those poor Zerglings. But look at the way their head looks when they run vertically. It just looks kind of weird. Anyway, they're on their way. Oh, extractor trick. No, it didn't. Oh, just cancel his gas, actually, no extractor. It cancels the hatch. I suppose that kind of makes sense because you have more money to rebuild Lings and drones as you go. I'm going to try and get the Sunken here. That crit quality serving as a distraction, which honestly is pretty good for Zerg at this point. Oh, the pool's not done though, so you can't even use that crit colony. Plenty of minerals in the bank for Ocelot, as long as he doesn't die. But you know what? That's looking a bit difficult right now. Drone's just running away. Where is he going with these? This happened in game 1 as well. Ocelot needs to stop running his drones away from his base because I don't think it's going to end in victory. And trying to make Lings here, but there's nothing he can do. Looks like Packrat's going to take it with this 4 pool. Ocelot, where are you going? Just look, either die here or I don't know. That's your.
The funny thing is, Packrat is still down in drones.
Right, but it doesn't matter because it's way up in Zerglings.
Right.
And I don't think there's any way for Ocelot to come back here. That's going to be it. Ocelot holding out for these 2 Lings in the egg. GG.
There you go.
Packrat takes game 2. So, I always criticize the 4 Pool Lifeguards for not doing 4 pools, but I finally got what I wanted.
Exactly. Finally here in week 9.
Took them a while. If they get into the grand finals, they better win with a 4 pool.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What team do you trying to post? Clip. Yes,
it won't count.
You can't. Can you post clips? Does that work?
I know sometimes you get blasted by the bot for posting links.
It does speak for a lot of things. I really want people to post the clips in the Discord though. That's what I want because then we can collect them later. Anyway, I can look at it in the channel. So, in the top right, once again in the pink, we have Packrat evening up the game 1-1 with that 4 pool. In the bottom left, in the grey, we have Ocelotta. We made it to good night. I guess it's gonna top off this night of casting. Perfect.
Nice.
All planned. So, this is it. The final ZVZ. Who's going to take this best of 3? I mean, what's the series score? I mean, Rabbit Roo took the last one, so Packrat's got to take it back to make the tier 2 2-2 for Pool Lifeguards. What were you saying?
Saying that it is like 2 in favor of the UED at this point.
Yes. Or is it... No, Risu lost, right, yes. I was going to say, is it 3?
No.
When we get into finals, it'd be like, oh, your team lost 10-9. I'm like, but did they? Was it actually 10-9 the whole time? Well, okay, no football coming down, so not much to talk about in the gap. Okay, so if typical ZVZ a knife fight, what's the analogy for the other matchups?
Well, TVT is chess. Like everyone always calls it chess.
Of course.
PvP, I don't know. PvP is like rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the non-mirrors?
Well, PvT is single player.
That's actually
yeah. PvZ is, I don't know, Starship Troopers.
Isn't that more like TVZ, or is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, TV Starship Troopers.
Sure.
PvZ, PvZ is like trying to like spin plates while you're on a unicycle. Like, it looks really cool when you do well, and then you screw up and you just fall on your face.
Well, I'm stealing another tasteless metaphor then. You said it's like PVT defending is like as Terran, is like there's a bear coming to kill you and you're like just in a wheelchair. So I don't know if you can use that for PVZ only.
That's a good one. You have like a wheelchair and like a single toothpick or something.
Yeah. Well, he said if you spin the wheels just right, you can ward it off. And you learn pretty quick to spin the wheels just right. Not like everyone can't do it. So we have a bit of a build divergence here. Ocelot are actually going for the second hatchery here, where Packrat going for the faster lair. So we're going to see some link pressure out of Ocelot, or at least I hope we are. If we don't, he's going to be in a pretty tough position. Whereas Packrat's going to try and defend this on one hatch. Now, the Lings come out here, but I think by the time they get across the map, they're not going to be able to do much. That said, Ocelot is going to have a harder time getting in there for the attack himself before the Spire is done. I'm honestly not sure who I favour here. Honestly, I kind of like it for Packrat, but that's because at heart I always want to go one hatch Muta, so I think I'm just a fan. Ooh, look at that. Ocelot actually gets the lair with this. Now that I'm not so sure about. I feel like Link Speed first would be way better here and just make sure you kill him. But
yeah, like I feel like if you just go for Spire, you're just gonna be behind. Like you don't have any advantage for a long time.
Is there enough of a window that Packrat would get across the map and kill him, do you think? Or can Ocelot get away without making the spore?
I don't know. Like, honestly, I
want to say that Ocelot can get away with it, but it would be dicey. Well, that's the thing. I think because Ocelot has 2 hatcheries, he can do it, because if Packrat comes and sits on his hatcheries, then Mutas hatch on top of him. It'd be like 4 Mutas or something hatching, and he might lose the game. I don't know. Very tricky to tell. Maybe some Zerg player in chat can let me know. Because it seems like Packrat has enough time, but I feel like, if I was Packrat playing in the scenario, and even if I had perfect information, I'd be like, yeah, I've got time to go kill him, and I'd try that, and then I'd fail and die.
Right.
It's a lot of links for Packrat, though. So Packrat actually, with far more Zerglings, a few more Zerglings at this point in time. I'll sort of just keeping the scouting. It's really a shame that Ocelot didn't go all in for the Lings and attack, because these ramps are very wide as well. Yeah,
that is a big deal on this map. I guess like in this tile set,
in general, these ramps are so big.
Now I see the spies building. I want to say for sure that Packrat can't go across and kill him. I feel like it's just going to be okay. In which case, I quite like Ocelota's position. Because he's just going to have the link out here, I believe. But that said, everything else is evening out. Packrat with the second hatchery. Everything's kind of just converging right now. But look at the supplies. Oh my god, that's a huge difference in supply. Can he just attack anyway, even though he got his own spire? And I guess that's the reason that Packrat really can't attack here, is that if he does... In fact, wait, he didn't even make mutas, he made lings? What?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
There's one egg making mutas. I think that has to be a mistake. Maybe like a panic button.
Well, Ocelota's coming in here. Thing is, lings do take less time than mutas, and it looks like Packrat has enough. Man, Ocelota really not microing this very well. Half the lings is doing nothing, but by virtue of sheer numbers, he might break through here. There's no sunken or anything. The mutas will pop, but the damage they do does not come out that quickly. Oh, this might be decisive. I think Ocelota will be able to kill him with this. One muta's here, but what's one muta gonna do? You'll have one drone left at the end of this. Oh my god.
Oh no.
GG, Packrat getting torn apart. Doesn't want to see his units die. Calls it there. 2-0. Well, a decisive move from Ocelota. Just, he saw his time, he went with it. Very narrow timing as well. I'm impressed that he attacked them, not even before meters, like just as they're coming out. Turned out to be the perfect moment. PvP is a drunken bar fight.
There you go, there you go.
Only sometimes. It only depends what, builds they go for. Anyway, that's going to be it from us tonight. That's our final series, going 2-1 to Ocelota. So hey, 3 series for United Emu Directorate. Let's go. Thanks for joining me, Cold Warpgates. I will be back tomorrow at 7, but I don't think you will be you, Cold Warpgates?
No.
But that's alright. We'll bring more action. I don't know. Should I do a tier 1, a tier 0? You have to post it on Discord to convince me. But that's it for us. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.